Now, being a half-blood can get you killed in painful, nasty ways. Dungeons and Dragons can do the same. This is Fandom Encounters Dice and Demigods. I am your Dungeon Master, Matt, and we have playing with us tonight BJ, Alan,
I'm Pitri,
Bobby,
Lira and Bertamore,
and Matt.
I'm Galen.
Let's see what we have in store for ourselves. Where we are now, everything matters.
Oh, God.
Because up until now, previously on Dice and Demigods,
Whoa.
our campers met so very long ago. At Camp Half-Blood, sitting across from each other, never dreaming one day their journeys would lead them here. Standing at the base of Mount Olympus, resting with their allies and their friends, making final preparations for war. Last time, our heroes teleported out of Olympus, narrowly escaping. Not even narrowly escaping. They whomped Zeus a little bit, thanks to some incredible spellcasting and teamwork. They managed to get to Triumvirate Holdings, getting a long rest, surrounded by their friends and allies. You noticed, as you guys drifted off to sleep, Nemesis and Aurora doing a tag team protective barrier, keeping the forces of Olympus outside of your skyscraper, ensuring that the forces would be marshaled and ready for the morning. A morning we now wake up on. We've done some out-of-session preparation to help things move a little more swiftly as preparations are being made, groups are being sorted, people are finding the legions that they will command. Are there any spells or things that you would like to do to prepare for war?
Oh my God.
I'm going to find Peter immediately. And I'm going to say, Peter! How you doing, buddy?
Hey, yeah, good.
So,
Feeling different.
yeah? How you feeling? I know that you're like your dad was with you for a little bit. How'd that feel?
Yeah, it's still kind of like radio static in my head sometimes. It's a little weird, but I'm feeling good. Feeling good. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling really good. I'm glad that we're in a better position, and that you're back to normal. Because obviously, it was kind of weird, like fighting with your dad, and then like you not being there, and then you were there, and then I don't know. It was a very interesting situation.
Yeah, it's still weird being in like the court and like with Zeus there and everything. It was just, yeah, it wouldn't want to recreate that.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely not. But speaking of recreating things, I know how incredible you are at creating different items and different weapons and swords. And I pull out my Nyx crossbow and I say, I want to see if I can make this smaller, and I would love your help in that happening. I just don't know what I would need to do to make this a hand crossbow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could try to take a look at it real quick. Yeah. Should I? Would I know if this is possible?
Give me an intelligence check, Pitri.
Cool. 19.
You are like going over, kind of like fiddling with this magical crossbow. It seems like it might be unlikely for you to kind of customize it, being as it was kind of crafted by Nyx herself. But as you're thinking about it, you're realizing that Galen wants a hand crossbow. There is a legion of Roman soldiers that are over-prepared. And Lavinia has one, and you have just finished putting preparations on the turret outside the hotel. You can just get him a hand crossbow and take credit for it.
Like,
All right,
yeah,
man,
I can make one. Here you go, buddy.
Sponsored by Baja Blast.
Absolutely.
Hey man, I can work on this real quick. Let me go get a few tools back in the Roman camp. on the second floor. You know, we gotta go up for that.
Yeah, 100%.
Just give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, cool. And
Yeah.
while I'm, go ahead.
I fully go to Lavinia and be like, "Hey, can I take your like random hand crossbow and you can have this one?"
There's just like a pile. And it's like, oh yeah, here you go.
Lavinia's just like, oh, sick. She like just pulls out it was like attached to her leg, and she just like passes it off and takes like the next one. She's like, oh, ouch! It just drops it.
I was
She
gonna say,
can't
when
wield
the
it.
next crossbow hurt, yeah, it would hurt.
Oh, just kind of like kicks it over to like the Humvee where Tyler and Brandon are getting ready, and she's like, yeah, this one's for you guys. But
Sorry,
you're able
guys.
to get some ammunition and a hand crossbow for Galen.
I come back down and bring it to him. Hey man, I worked on this pretty hard. I think you should be good for this one now. It might not be as powerful, but yeah, here you go.
Does it look different at all? Or does it look exactly the same?
He just like painted on the logo.
Oh,
Right.
I absolutely was it.
Yeah, can I like
It's still like tacky as you hand it to him, and just like, okay, yeah, he made it.
Yeah,
He did it with puffy
do I need to
paint.
like roll anything and be like, is this the same thing or
You
not?
take it. It's
trying
a
to
fully
do
different
ability.
crossbow, but it's a lot
Yeah.
smaller and it's like quicker to draw and reload. It should suit you fine.
I'm just gonna look at him and just be like, thanks.
Master craftsman right here.
It's just a
I'm-
gun.
I'm so proud of you. I'll see
Take him
you
by the
later.
shoulder.
Nice.
Hey, got this. And that
Yeah.
is fully a different crossbow. I could not make it smaller.
It's
but
okay.
I'll go for
It's
that one.
fine. It's fine. And whoever is using the Nick's crossbow now is probably in pain at this point. But you know what? I will take this hand crossbow. We'll see what we can do with it later, if we can make it shiny or white.
If there is a later.
If there
If
is
there
a
is a
later,
later.
because as it stands, you hand off this crossbow. The lobby of the building shakes. Nemesis and Aurora, both looking exhausted and tired. You see a shudder in the building as a stillness fills the air. And all at once, you watch, for those of you prepping in the upper floors of the building, frost begins to spread down the windows, starting in the 50th floor, going down, going down, going down, until the ice rink of the lobby is completely covered. And you just hear an icy cackle pierce through the window as the front facade of the lobby is shattered in icy ribbons, and out before you, where you have been protected by this bubble, you hear the footsteps of marching. You hear the sounds of winds howling. You can feel the cold bite in the air as the frost has descended upon you. We are in Initiative Pitri. You are decked out. You have this purple cape trailing behind you. Seraphina stands next to you. This brand new turret you fashioned thanks to like some insight from your father. This shining laser turret on Seraphina's back. You stand before a cohort of Roman demigods waiting at your beck and call. At your side, Emmeline stands there with a matching cloak. You see that she's wearing a red leather jacket underneath this purple cloak pulled up over her shoulders. Something that she kind of is adjusting. It seems to be somewhat new to her as she kind of opens a spell book, closes it, it turns into like a Kindle, and she tosses it in the air, and it begins hovering around here like an animated shield, fulfilling a vision of Callie's that came to her long ago. This legion stands waiting for your order as, crashing outside of the lobby, you see an army spread before you.
I have. Okay. So this is. Never mind.
And so our war mechanics for this, everyone is taking control of a legion that we've decided. As it stands, you are the commander of your legion. Instead of health, we'll be using morale points, of which everyone has 5 at the moment. Rather than roll damage for anything, we're going to keep it easy on ourselves because math is hard. On your turn, you can use your movement. No problem. You can use either an action or a bonus action. If you have extra attack, you get to use extra attack. If you have Eldritch Blast like Callie, it's super broken. You get to shoot 4 times. And you can cast a spell. If it's a range, if there's anyone kind of around in that area, it'll obviously target an entire group. If you're trying to get multiple groups at the same time, the groups may have advantage on the check just because it's only hitting part of a larger group. And the same comes to you guys. Action or a bonus action on your turn as you're trying to kind of align everyone to do the same thing. Reactions are as normal. If at any point your morale points drop below half, you have to give a speech to your team, make a persuasion check to keep them fighting. The DC gets harder the fewer morale points you have. If you are at 1 and you get knocked to 0, you can still make that check and keep everyone still fighting. At any point, if you want to break off from your group, you can, but you cannot, in the chaos of battle, you cannot rejoin a group once you've left it, and your backup will then take control. As it is now, looking outside of this lobby, everyone is mostly gathered. Everyone will start their turn kind of at the lobby doors looking out. You can see an army stands before you in the Empire State Building. Emmeline was able to scout ahead, and she turns to you, Pitri, and says, the only entrance is on the east side. We get in there, you guys can get to the top, and the rest of us can handle the mess outside. The real war is inside. This is a distraction. Let's get you there.
All right, let's do it.
And Pitri, Emmeline, and the entire army of the Roman legion, at least what is left after surviving a war of their own, now stands poised to make a move outside of Triumvirate Tower.
Lavinia is just gone because of the next crossbow.
Lavinia has just left it sitting in the door. Even as you step outside, you can see Lavinia, Tyler, and Brandon. Your, subgroup has this, cobbled together turret cannon on top of this dune buggy. And they're, starting to aim it. Lavinia is, running a crank as Tyler and Brandon are loading this ballista inside of this turret.
Okay. For the turret, so one of the features is that it can give temporary hit points.
Yes.
Would we be able to do temporary morale points?
Yes. So healing will work like a morale because it's your bonus action it would be your bonus action to use that turret. If you do that, you can restore a morale point to someone.
Okay. Cool. All right. We'll keep that on the back burner then. Rad. Oh shit. Okay. Fuck. Yeah. I would just get our legion in a phalanx position, classic Roman style.
Shields up.
And yeah, let's fucking go. Let's do it.
Nice. Right as it is now, you are the first to move. You were in the lobby when this all went down. Looking out, you see that there are troglodytes kind of swarming down the Empire State Building right now, and they are forming up on the road kind of in the center of this map, conveniently, right? As they begin to sort of notice where you are, have sensed the magic, and are headed this way. As it is now, if you have anything range to do, you can do that, or if you want to take a dash, you can get a little bit closer.
Okay, let's see what I have range-wise.
And you should be able to control all the tokens if you wanted to.
Okay. I apologize. I didn't know the capabilities of Discord, so I am pulling it up right now.
No sweat.
You're good.
Yeah, I think if you were to use your bonus action, basically if you were to have Seraphina Fire There's like the Eldritch Cannon, because, surprise, I haven't updated the command yet, but through some control of Vulcan, Pitri has some new class features that may be a little different to what we're familiar with.
Hey, yo,
Yeah,
what?
I'll do that. I'll do the Force Ballista as we like march up to these troglodytes.
Yeah, you start marching up as like Seraphina's arm kind of locks on. You see like a squad of Roman archers draw arrows and fire alongside Seraphina. Go ahead and roll to hit the troglodytes.
Cool. Range spell 2d4. Cool. Alright, ranged spell attack. That'll be 13 to hit.
13, the troglodytes manage to scatter a bit and kind of come back together, holding on to this tower, and they seem to have their eyes fixed on you.
Cool. Let's take their focus.
Nice.
Cool.
You draw their attention. Your Praetor's cape blowing in the wind, your first time fighting with it. Some Roman armor strapped to you to match the rest of your platoon. That brings us to Galen. Galen, you're in the lobby with Pitri when this all went down. There are a number of statues, some of them missing arms, some of them with broken wings, some of them in a step away from rubble but still ready to fight. Kreia has patched them up as best as they can. You pull a helmet onto your head and remember the night before you guys took a rest. Kreia pulled you aside and gifted you this helm. Yeah, so normally warriors that fight with the Dracane, they wear these, and I've always had one, but I'm not exactly a fighter. I think that this could suit you well. The statues are a little broken, but they're in good enough shape for this, and I think so am I. And she passes you this snake helm with fangs kind of coming down just past your eyes, giving you protection but not impairing your vision. Glowing eyes encrusted into this helm, a whispering of the forest that grew in Tartarus somehow resonates with you living among the forest in this world. And you kind of adjust this helmet, wearing it for the first time. You see Pitri head out the doors. You look back and forth. Kreia looks a little scared at your side as she wields her mace, and these statues kind of clatter their spears, their shields, whatever they can find to stand alongside you as you may now join the fray as well.
Okay. So right now I see a building in front of me. To the right, I see the car. To the left, do I notice anything suspicious on the left side?
Give me a perception check.
Okay, that's gonna be a 24.
You don't see anyone coming up this way. You look in this. It looks like almost like this frost has sent everyone inside. It's like you don't see pigeons on the ground. You don't see rats running around. It is desolate, even though it should be like a busy morning in the middle of the city.
Okay, so then I look to Kreia and I look at the statues and I say, okay, the most important thing that we want to do is try and keep as many of us as possible, right?
That would be ideal. At least we can be your shield to get you where you need to go.
How about instead of being my shield, you help be my shadow as I cast Pass Without a Trace on this entire group?
You throw a Pass Without Trace on this group, and you have prepped them out of not in clear vision of what's going on in Olympus, but you have prepped yourself for being a bit more stealthy.
Okay. And then as Peter goes to the right to go down the main street, I'm going to use that opportunity to go left and go up the alleyway. I want to try and see if I can get around, or like this area look kind of not like a garage or some sort in my head, but it looks like it could be somewhere that I can go into the building itself.
Nice. You duck yourself up north. You see there's a couple of alleys spread before you. Looking ahead, you see like sheer brick walls, kind of like humming with a little bit of a magical energy. It doesn't seem easily penetrable, but the way does seem clear for you, at least as far as you've come now.
Okay.
Pitri and Galen outside. You begin to hear the rumble. Seeing enemies before them, you see some of these groups begin to get a bit antsy and begin to take their move, charging. These wind rogues seem to be the first to notice, and in a flurry, Pitri, you can see them kind of picking up the speed, almost coming for you and your soldiers. They alert some other enemies as they begin to charge forward. Mel, in this cacophony that has happened outside, you see all of this going down. You put the finishing touches on your battle skirt, surrounded by the Lost Ones. Austin did his best to help you. He's doing his best to give a speech to the assembled groups, ragtag bands of assassins, and those cast off or forgotten by other deities. You have this skirt woven of memories. Last night you went to all of your allies with a net of branches, some plants gifted by a good friend of yours, Callie the Druid, holding everything together with a little bit of hive, honey, and hard work on the part of bees. You have this cage barrier surrounding you, representing elements of California, some plants from Florida, things you've picked up along the way, and things your friends have gathered as well. You stand in command of the Lost Ones, a band most people write off, many have forgotten, and Matt invented for this campaign. And you lead them alongside Austin. You have kept his anger in check for now. This dude is amped. He is maybe a little too into it. He needs your calm head to guide him through this. At this battlefield, Mel, what would you like to do?
I'm going to take a moment before we get too close and look to all of them, putting a hand on Austin to be like, "Whoa down there, Tiger," and go, "Now, I don't know, when it comes deep down to it, how you really feel about the term Lost Ones. Because lost can mean a lot of things. But I think in this case, we're going to go with out of sight, out of mind. And bees are going to come from the hive and off the skirt amongst all my friends to sort of cloak them with yet another pass without a trace. So make them a little sneakier."
Nice. You take this moment of preparation to cast Pass Without Trace. I'd say you can do it the same way as Galen did it, kind of in the lobby before you step on the battlefield. Go ahead and give me a stealth check, Mel, and then Galen, give me a stealth check as well. I just finished making the note so I can write it down.
Ooh, with pass without a trace, that's a 32.
With pass without a trace, it's a 36.
Two of the groups have vanished from the battlefield altogether. Mel, you step out surrounded by a swarm of bees, their wings fluttering a little slower in the wind. Where would you like to go with your movement?
All right. We're trying to get to the east side, it's still east for us on this map,
Yes,
right?
it is over on the opposite side.
Okay.
It is right, yeah.
We are going to try to... We're going to try and slip through this way, because we can see they're going to start coming towards our friends up here in the front. If we can just sort of like slip behind them so that we can move, where can I show? Like,
nice.
This way eventually.
You duck behind the Romans gathered here with their phalanx formation. It's easy to hide behind with just a whole bunch of stealthy, roguish assassins. Mel makes her move. A much slower move are a mess of troglodytes. They have dodged the firing from the Romans, and they are on their way to do so. This front group is able to reach the Romans just running. This'll show ya. We'll never go to Tartarus. We'll send you in our place. Oh, they're a lot taller the closer we get. Oh, no. And the rest of the troglodytes make it to the ground and begin heading in this direction. The troglodytes, brandishing knives, they just leap and launch themselves at the Romans. That is I pre-rolled. 21 and a 19 and a 14 to hit. To hit Pitri, I think 2 of those might hit.
2 of those hit. The 19 and the 20.
That's 2 points of morale down for the Romans. You now stand at 3. That is Camp Half-Blood, the assembled legion. You see a number of these heroes, these warriors that you've fought with that don't have a lot of experience. Ryan has done their best. Chiron is kind of leading them, but he took some damage in the last battle. And they are being led by Candle.
Okay, so what are we going to do? Everyone's seen the movies, right?
Candle's wearing this helmet.
Okay, we've seen the movies. We're going to
Yeah,
run
The
out.
fact that Candle has seen more movies than Lyra.
Okay, so like Troy, this is Return of the King, and we are Faramir, but we're not gonna die. We're gonna go to Osgiliath, and we're gonna help, and maybe this time we win.
And Nico just kind of like puts his hands in his pockets as Candle's second in command. Shrugs. All right, that sounds good, man. They run outside. They join the Romans, shield to shield, spear to spear, bow to bow, and Candle gets left behind for whatever reason. I don't know why I can't grab him. Whatever. But the Half-Blood Legion catches up to Pitri with the assistance of Pearl as kind of like the field medic and Will as a cleric. They restore a point of morale to the Romans. So the Romans are now at 4, exhausted, but nowhere near out of this fight. Aurora and Nemesis once again stand astride Nemesis's motorcycle. Nemesis looks back at Lyra, gives her a nod, and revs her engine, breaking through the lines and getting into position in the street. Aurora, a beacon of health and assistance should anyone need it. Their enemies begin making their way closer and closer towards our assembled masses. You see on these rooftops these tiny little ice creatures that you guys fought against, that Apollo seemed to be commanding to some weird extent. They begin looking up towards the top of Olympus, nod, and then focus their eyes on the rest of you. As people begin strapping on armor, there is a panic inside of Triumvirate Holdings as just a wall of anger and readiness breaks through as Blackbeard, leading an army of pirates. All right, maybe a child of Ares, but let's go kill some fucking gods. And smashes his swords together, raises a blunderbuss as they step outside. Basically, they're not even out the doors before the pirates just begin firing flintlocks at these troglodytes. That is a 25 and a 14 to hit these troglodytes. They do, in fact, hit once, these troglodytes. You see, Pitri, you see a chunk of them fall. They don't seem nearly as composed as you and your gathered forces. But there is also metallic warriors to be dealt with. These metal centuries of Olympus that you fought before unfold on the rooftops of the city, and you see the closest ones to you are in range. Pitri looking down, trying to decide between Camp Half-Blood, between the pirates that they can see. They see Blackbeard rip roaring, this like red aura drawing the attention of a lot of the enemies around you, and they fire on him. With a 25, they hit the pirates for a morale of damage, and Blackbeard is going to make a wisdom saving throw, which he passes for now. You can see almost like sonic weapons. They are trying to hold back Blackbeard as well as they can. Similarly, with a around several of the rooftops, everyone outside sees Ballista come to life. They seem to be pre-programmed, red lights kind of blurring, searching, scanning. And all at once they begin to fire. One of them is going to fire on Pitri. One of them is going to fire on Camp Half-Blood. One of them is going to fire on the pirates. That's a 17 to hit the Romans. You watch as M's shield flies out in front of the group, expands, swallowing this ballista and collapsing. But you do see the debris carries over onto Camp Half-Blood as Candle and his group take a hit, and the pirates will take another hit as well. You see Blackbeard is laughing like a madman. Is that all you got? Bring it on! With this raucous craziness happening outside, a much more lithe, much more stealthy, much more calm and ready group, born in the shadows and made for war. And then there's Tyler as well, just doing his best with a smile on his face. He leans over to Lira and says, "It's like a video game or something, right?" And Lira stands calm.
Yes.
Less
like
nervous
a
than
bullet.
you've been. Like a bullet, poised and ready. Like, as soon as you heard the sounds of battle, the hairs stood up on the back of your neck, the ones that weren't slicked back with the rest of your ensemble. You are ready.
All right. We gotta go. So I'm gonna emphasize that we are warriors of Nyx, goddess of the night, and tonight we will go with the night and we will deliver justice, and we are gonna head out. I don't know if this counts, but I can run up walls. So I don't know if everyone can.
As you begin running up the walls, inspired by your leadership, these Nyx warriors with their heavy armor, you see, like, Batman Begins style, they have these claws on their hands, and they just begin following you as best as you can. Like, Tyler, surprisingly live. Short King, he, like, tosses his axe up after you and just kind of and catches it at the top of this roof to keep up with you.
Yeah. I have, like...
Daddy, I love him.
The gauntlets of gator strength are on, and then they go into the bracers that have, after that fight, recharged a lot. And I just feel like, I think we're running towards where we need to go, which I believe, right, we were told we need to go in on the east side?
Yes.
Or are we entering the right way? So we need to get around, right?
It seems that way.
Okay, so I think I want to try to get, like, up here. Oh, you can't see. Hold on. Up, like, here. My goal are, like, up here. I don't know how far I can go, but I'm imagining we're going to go over, like, this way. We're gonna make, like, a vertical roof Phantom Thief hopping over into, like, the castle.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm imagining, like, we're going around, and if there's something in the way, we'll kill it, but...
Nice.
We are bullets flying in the night. So if I don't get near anything, we're gonna dash unless hiding is like unless we have a good hiding.
You with a dash, you are able to basically you run to the top of this building and just kick off streamlined, landing on the tier of the Empire State Building here. You see troglodytes are still like streaming down. It seems like there is like a plethora of them, sticky hand, crawling down this building at you.
I like to think you're using them as steps.
You are stepping over.
We've finally gotten to when they jump from tree to tree in Naruto, but their feet are like cha.
Yes.
It's like very it's like longer than maybe you would think a jump between trees would be. I imagine that's the aesthetic of what is happening, but just shooting forward.
Excellent. You are shooting forward with Nyx warriors in tow. Maybe the only people faster than Lyra right now step out from this lobby, taking to the skies. The Pegasi that have been gathered, the ones that survived the battle, being led by Webby, as she is also serving to assist on the battlefield. Celestina is providing some warrior backup, Celestina Warbanks. She also has like a turret flying in the air being dangled between two Pegasi, as it's basically a flying ballista. They begin to hover over kind of the city, giving some air support, and they fire down. Celestina, it's too much motion. This ballista fires at these trogs that are in the way of Pitri, but the trogs manage to just dance out of the way, unaffected by this fight. There seems to be a lot going on this battlefield. Galen, Galen, you are in the shadows to the north. Mel, you are seeing a lot of this happening, kind of ducked into the shadows with the Lost Ones. And you kind of have a better view of the battlefield as what's going on as trogs are being smashed up against the encounters here. When all of a sudden, through this city, over the sound of trogs cheering, over the sounds of the crackle and burst of lightning and wind, another sound pierces the air.
It better be good, Matt.
As a chorus of wolves begins sounding through the city. You see a burst of energy, some of you feeling the powers of Tartarus unfold. You hear a voice of Phobos ring through the city. Looks like a new challenger approaches, everybody!
Not the...
Come on, Smash.
The Smash reference.
As leading a swarm of werewolves, completely coated in more armor than you've seen in the armory at Camp Half-Blood. Turrets all over him. From across the city, more friends have arrived to assist you. As Specs crawls out from the underworld, being aided by a swarm of werewolves gifted by Celine, and his second in command, Will Solace, having been reached out to, Hades was able to garner some support. As soon as I figure out Discord, because it won't let Phil join.
Wait,
the entrance is still happening. It's a very elaborate sequence.
We're like metallic werewolves.
That's
is what we're
cool.
all saying
That's
over and over again.
crazy.
That's really cool.
Metallic werewolves is so
We
cool.
haven't seen them.
No.
I know. I'm
You
like,
know how
what animal am I really gonna lean into on my next one? Because I really want to like an animal. I'm like, what? I'm the mighty frog.
Who is
all
next?
animals for
Swan.
the next one.
Oh yeah, goose.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Chaotic
with like the
King.
velociraptors.
Surround me. You know.
Well, there was an episode
go.
of The Seven on Dimension 20 where Erika
Hello?
Ishii,
hear me?
Yes! Oh my
I
god.
thought you were on roll. I thought you were still on roll 20, so I'm over there trying
Oh,
to. line
no.
it up.
We kind of gave up, because
I
roll
was
20
speedy.
sucks.
I figured it out.
Specs, you have been
Right.
gifted a silver brand of the wolf across your eye. a silver decorative eye, a jade eye, to supplement the one that you lost long ago. You are in command of a swarm of werewolves. You have some insight into how Olympus's security works. You know where you gotta go. You know what stands before you. And the werewolves at your side are there and ready to help you.
Yeah, I would say that as soon as he shows up, he lets out a resounding "ow," as well as the rest of the werewolves, and we're gonna begin our assault. I don't really know. I'm trying to figure out where I am exactly.
You are. I think I can move you. Down like the bottom right. You've come out between some alleys. It seems like the enemies here haven't seen you yet. You are kind of in an alley tucked between two high buildings. To your right, it looks like it opens up to a main road, but the building kind of before you and to your left does look, it's only like one story, and there's a dumpster right there, so it seems like your choices are over or around.
We're going over, and I'm gonna fire up my boots, and I'm gonna take off flying. And then I'll have the rest of the werewolves climb the building and follow me as we parade over to help out the rest of the gang.
Like you begin flying up onto the roof of this building, werewolves climbing fire escapes. One of them just grabs Will and jumps into the air, landing on the roof next to you. With your flying boots, your movement gets you to the top of this roof. Having known you were coming, you've cast spells and things to prepare you for this kind of thing, so your boots were already active. You get to the top of this building, you see a scourge of druids readying fire spells to rain down on your left, and you see one of these automated ballista to your right. Give me an intelligence check.
Ooh, that's an 8.
You look at this ballista. It seems pre-programmed. It doesn't seem too complicated, but you know where your destination is headed. They're probably being controlled from the lobby.
So this is defenses. This is the fire druids and the ballista are against me.
That is true.
Okay. We will get the ballista that are right next to me, I guess.
Nice. One of your auto back turret just points at this ballista, and you and a bunch of werewolves descend on it. Go ahead and attack the ballista.
Ooh, yeah, that's going to be a 21.
Oh, heck yeah, that hits.
So do I roll damage, or is that...
Don't worry about damage, because if it hits, it does, essentially the max. But I think you have 2 attacks, right?
I do not.
I think armorers get 2 attacks.
I don't know if I do. Let me check real quick. Sorry, I do get 2 attacks. Second one is a 10.
The 10 will not hit, but you do, you put your shoulder, you activate your armor. It's ready to go. Ellie has come from backpack form and just molded around you, and the last bit, this donkey's head snaps onto your head like a protective helmet, and you just thunder gauntlet into this ballista, and you have it nearly decimated. It still seems like it's functioning, but it's almost broken.
And then I will tell the werewolves to do the same. I don't know if that's a different action or whatever.
They are, you and your legion were attacking alongside you,
Awesome.
so you rolled
Perfect.
for them essentially.
That's my turn.
In tandem with Specs on the other side of this battlefield, from inside, Callie, you met up with the Hunters of Artemis, not just last night, but a long, long time ago. Last night, you kind of sought them out. You asked if there was a chance that you could lead them in battle, join them in battle, sisters in arms. And Tally was ecstatic to have you join her. It seemed like she was hoping you would say this. Almost giddy with excitement before Talia can say anything, Rose, who you've fought alongside before, her blue hair kind of dusting her eyes, runs up to you and she's like, Callie, I got this. We needed a place to stay, and we stayed at your house.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Talia kind of puts her hand, basically hand on Rose's mouth and pushes her back. Yeah, we needed a place to crash, and we knew that. Sorry, but your place was vacant.
And I'm not using it.
There was something there, though. Not like last time. I think it was something for you. And she like reaches into her pack. This is happening last night. You're just adjusting it now and remembering it. As she, excuse me, hands you. It's a decorative piece you remember seeing in your mother's office. It's something that she never really elaborated on. It's just something that, like, it was a gift from her grandmother. She didn't have the heart to get rid of it at any point, but you knew she cleaned it. She took care of it. She cared about it much more than she ever told you about. You see this elaborate, ornate battle headdress. This medallion that could, like, sit on your forehead, kind of connected to this cowl that seems like it can clip onto a cloak. And with a traditional Indian adornment, you have suited up for battle alongside the Hunters of Artemis. With Talia as your second, your mom's Jumka hanging from your ear, you are ready to join the fight.
Absolutely. Cool. So, like, this is like a building, right? Like, it's not ground, it's a building.
It is not ground, but it is like a rooftop that's only like 1 story high that you could presumably climb, teleport, get to somehow.
Would climbing be my action?
Climbing would be your movement as long as like you make a successful check without failing extremely.
Yeah. I wanna climb it. I don't. God, I hope I don't fail.
Give me an athletics check. The hunters just follow in line with you. Kind of some of them kicking off, some of them just like muscling their way up the rooftop. DC 15 to like continue this momentum and not cost extra movement or anything.
Great. Athletics 14 plus 8.
22. You get to the rooftops. Like hunters kind of assisting each other, making like one of them shoots like a rope ladder and climbs up and gets to the roof of the building.
And then I'm gonna say, all right, ladies, let's cloak this guy. And as they all raise their bows up in the sky, Callie holds out her hands and casts Eldritch Blast, and with each of her 4 blasts, a row of arrows will follow behind it.
Absolutely. As you fire blast, and Talia calls it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who are we attacking? The most damaged group is the troglodytes facing Pitri, and everyone else is mostly untouched.
We're gonna hit the trogs for 2, and then these robots for 2.
Excellent.
These are the ones that have fucked me up the most in the past.
Absolutely.
And I will not allow it.
Give me some rolls to hit. Let's go for trogs first.
Rolling giant dice. Let's see
Giant
how
dice.
it goes. Not bad. The first one's this. Oh god, what do I add? I should have been prepared. 26 to hit.
Oh, absolutely hits. You blast into these trogs. The trogs will make a little save. You hit the trogs once, and they look at each other and go, maybe Tartarus wasn't so bad. And they scatter. They have failed their morale check. They disperse. Wait, mate, you, Pitri, can we join you? And M just like stabs one and says, no.
Well, the other 3 hits will go towards the robot.
Nice, yeah. Roll for the bots.
Let's see, that's 12 plus 10, 22.
That hits.
11 plus 10, 21.
That hits as well.
And then 16. There's only a 6.
16 will hit still. You see some of them kind of begin to like... They start to like move slower, but they manage to stay together as a unit, aiming at your friends.
Disgusting. But that's my turn.
So you have had surprising allies. Unfortunately, there are also surprising enemies. Stepping out of this snow cloud from atop the Empire State Building This
Is it a surprise?
like sitting on an icy storm, riding down, is Boreas the North Wind. It would appear that you demigods have chosen to fight, and so you have chosen to die. Or, should I say, you have frozen to die. And Boreas claps his hands, and ice begins shattering around from him.
It does lose the morale point, though, because that was a terrible speech.
Lyra almost laughs. We almost reveal everything.
With a nat 1, he misses Lyra. 22 to hit Lyra. Does that hit? 22, our Nyx warriors lose a morale point. With a 19 to hit Pitri, I think that's exactly enough.
Yep.
You lose a morale point down there. And with a 27 to hit, he hits the pirates.
Is there a deflect missiles
Ooh.
pack here?
Yes. What do you? Is it no? Because it's normally damage based, right?
It's normally damage based, but I am guaranteed to reduce it by at least 15 points.
Cool. Give me
If I roll a
a
1.
dexterity saving throw to like pull this off.
Right.
Oh no.
My head canon, the Nyx Warriors just literally do a cheerleader setup and just launch Lyra in the air to punch the icicles.
Whoa! 25.
Yeah, the Nyx warriors like squat up, throw you in the air, you smash it,
God.
and it just begins snowing. And you look down, and Tyler is making a snow angel.
Oh, I held him
Simple. No thoughts. I love him.
But as this ice spear hits the pirates are not nearly as brave as Blackbeard. His aura is not enough to save them or keep them together, especially when he rolls a nat 2 on a persuasion check.
Ooh.
The pirates disappear.
Can I make him lucky?
I'd say if you were closer, I would allow some shenanigans, but you are too far away.
Damn.
But that is our turret. Pitri, go ahead and roll for them to hit. Where would you like your backup squad to aim?
Okay, well, here's the thing. So, because everyone is in such a close vicinity of it, real quick, before we attack further...
Oh, this is Lavinia's turn. So they're like a separate like entry. I was just kind of having you roll for them, so I didn't have to roll too many NPCs.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Okay.
But your turn is
I didn't
close.
know if this was like... Okay.
Yeah, we just gotta kill that one fire druid, and then
Yes, and then they all work together.
they can go at the same time.
All right, that dice is going in jail. That was a 3 on the dice.
Ooh, Lavinia's like, guys, you're all in the way. It's attached to a car.
Speak for yourself.
Pitri made this. I'm sorry. Lavinia just chats up at you. That is the fire druids who fly up onto the roof of this building, having heard the sounds of combat. They are going to try their very best to swing and hit Specs and the werewolves. They begin to descend and just like, not knowing you're a son of Hephaestus, shoot fire at you. Does a 20 hit?
It does not. It hits me, but it does nothing to me.
Does a 24 hit?
It does not hit.
These fire druid, you just like, you hit a button on your armor and just like Reinhardt style, a shield explodes out, soaks up all of this fire damage, stores it up into your batteries, and folds back up. And all the werewolves are like, yeah, hoo, hoo, hoo.
Yeah, the flame on my helmet just gets bigger from absorbing
Yes,
the
it just
fire.
gets bigger and trails behind you. That is back an initiative to Pitri. Now it is your turn proper, and my head is hot, so I'm losing the helmet. It was the
I was wondering.
first
He's just
round.
like,
First
no,
round of
he's
the
like,
fight.
First round things.
He's like, no more helmet. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Everybody's here.
Yeah.
They've seen it.
You saw it, right? Okay, we're done.
So because we're also close to the Eldritch Cannon, I want to use my bonus action for it to use its protector feat, and try to give like one in like this opening area just an like extra morale point because it gives 1d8 plus 4 temporary hit points.
Ooh, and is it to everyone in an area?
It's everyone within 10 feet. So yeah.
Nice. Within 10 feet, I'd say. Do you want to give it to Candle and the Half-Bloods or Mel and the Lost Ones? And then you can also get it as well.
Do I know which one has been hurt more?
It looks. You would look back and forth. You saw Candle take a hit, and Mel is like.
Okay.
You can almost not even see Mel. There's just a bee
shit.
whispering
Okay,
like,
yeah.
Mel's behind you.
I'll give it to
Don't
Candle.
freak out. We're
Nice.
back here.
Thanks, I was really feeling it.
as like pirates have like fallen behind him.
Yeah.
There's just one dead on the ground.
So that's your like action for this round. But if you want to use your movement, you can charge forward if you'd like.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll keep marching forward now that we're just like stepping over dead trogs.
Yes. Your squadron is just picking up the pieces and leaving trogs in the wake. Galen, you in the shadows, this passed without trace. Your 36 stealth check has kept you hidden from anyone, but you haven't been able to glean a back entrance into Olympus.
So it looks like that there's another alleyway that leads to, I would say, the opposite side of the street, right? Like another block, basically. Correct?
Yes.
I look to Kreia and I say, I know that they're fighting right now down this road, but if we can find a way to ambush them, do you think we should take that, or do you think that we should just go and join in on this fight? Because I think getting the ambush on them or trying to find like a back door to this lobby would be very beneficial for us.
Well, I think that the Romans that were in better shape, they were able to scout it out, and there's really only the one entrance, but we might be able to sort of, if you want to avoid we could sprint instead of fighting and stay in the shadows and make our way to the door first.
Yeah.
Or
Let's do that. Yeah, because
jump in.
I want to try and keep as much of our statues as possible, and I also want to make sure that we both are okay in this fight. We're gonna need as many of us as we can get. So
You're going north and around?
I'm gonna go north and around, and I'm gonna use because I don't think this is a bonus action. It's not. Okay, yeah. We're gonna dash it. We're gonna go all the way
Nice.
around.
You
Stealth and everything.
You dash. As you do, you almost run face first into a group of trogs that was trying to sneak up on you. In like a weird stealth standoff. They are technically still hidden from you. You are still hidden from them, but you can pick up on there is enemies coming at you in a stealthy manner from this direction.
I haven't. Okay, so is this just the 30 feet? Like I didn't like.
This
use the
was
action to
60.
dash?
They were like
This is 60.
at the end of your movement is where you would hit. They got a nat 20 on stealth.
Okay.
So you kind of like you're like sprinting. It's almost like the Umbrella Academy meme of like Klaus and Victor, just like huh, like in the shadows on different buildings.
Could I use the hide action for our group as a bonus action to just vanish?
I was saying they haven't seen you because you
Okay, so
haven't
I
done
haven't seen
anything to like ruin your stealth. I was
Got
just
it.
maintaining
Okay.
the same one until like you were to interact with someone or do something else.
Okay. Good to know. If they do come out of this space that we're in, I want to use my opportunity attack to pull out both my hand crossbows and fire on them because I don't want them trying to take an ambush on these people. I don't want them trying to ambush.
Nice.
Cloud move. Fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
You are prepped and ready to, like, okay, wait. This isn't as empty as we thought. The Wind Rogues, being only built for melee, keep charging.
They're not gonna make it.
Just making gross sounds. The undead eels that you guys fought at Camp Half-Blood, this batch of them is just kind of like, has formed a ball and is just rolling down the street towards the combatants. Still hidden in the shadows, surrounded by stealthy assassins. Mel, you and the Lost Ones, what would you like to do?
Okay. So, we are going to keep moving if we can. Especially now that we know we have friends. We've all noticed the super cool entrance coming from over here. So I feel like that's going to give us sort of like the go-ahead to keep on sneaking down this way to go through these back alleys eventually to sort of take the wider berth.
Nice. You use the distraction of like the cacophony over there to distract here. Are you going to dash?
We're going to dash.
Great. I'm going to pull you.
I was like, you can estimate how far we get with that.
You manage to squeeze kind of through this alley. You see like the glint of some armor on the rooftop. They've been like firing down at your enemies. You think they might be able to see you. They may have a chance, but because you didn't do anything, your 32 stealth will stand.
Mm-hmm.
That
And
is
we'll
the
be ready for next
Trogs. They didn't get a nat 20, so they don't see Galen. So they will move. 20. So
I
Galen.
do like that Finny is literally in the shadows during all this too.
Oh, absolutely.
I am in the shadows. This is my destiny. So they start to move. The second that they
Yeah.
start to move, I'm gonna pull out both my hand crossbows and fire on them.
All of your like statues begin just like sticking them with spears, and Kreia begins like it's like just offering support, almost like a puppet master, guiding the statues' attacks. Go ahead and roll to hit the Trogs.
Okay. One of them is a 22 to hit.
That will hit the Trogs. Ow!
And then
Asshole!
another one is
Opportunity attack. You'd only get one.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'll take that. That's fine.
Yeah. So you manage to hit them as they run away. Like, oh shit!
And that will be 6 points of piercing damage.
Nice. It's the morale point still.
Oh, the morale points are there. Yeah.
That is not a 30. So you see another squad of Trogs doing their best to stay stealthy, but one of them is humming the Mission Impossible theme song. Has crept around from the north side of the building.
Okay.
And the other Trogs will make their moves as well. The one by you had to dash to get into position.
Okay.
The Trogs. Pitri, you see them kind of running at you again. The Trogs. A 20, a 17, and a 14 to kind of jump onto the Romans, so they hit you guys once. And the 20, a 19, and a 12, they hit our godly duo twice. You see, they look to be in pretty good shape. They're still kind of looking around to see where they can help, draw some fire, and assist where possible. They seem pretty hardy and in command of themselves. Are there more Trogs somewhere? Hard to know. They're just so wily. Yes, because on this initiative, you also see a group has begun to descend from the rooftop of Olympus, climbing down the walls of the building. Right, it's easy to run down. I suppose we could just fall. As they begin to fall, to just run, that takes us to Candle and Camp Half-Blood. They see the pirates fall. They see Pitri charge forward. Charge forward, and they're going to join the fray. Leaping in. Don't worry, we got this, Pitri! And Candle, not hiding, dagger in hand, is like running, and then everyone else runs past him, Merry and Pippin style, even though Candle is way faster than everyone. And they all make an attack on the 28. They're going to carve some health out of these undead eels. And that is Nemesis and Aurora. They stiff arm and hold back these trogs, unleashing, like, as Nemesis, like, just whips her motorcycle and burns some of these trogs. They take some damage, while Aurora offers out a blessing to the Romans. Are you at less than 5, Pitri?
You're muted.
Thank you. If you are at less than 5, should they heal you 1 more out point?
Yes.
Nice. So you get healed a point as the Thunderboar charge in, and they can't... I'm moving too far. They can't reach anyone, so they will hold. And that is these... You can feel like a flurry of snow as these ice creatures look to Boreas. Boreas nods and points, and just snowballs soar through the sky. Where are they? Specs, give me a dexterity saving throw.
You know you can't hit me. So you
Oh, sorry. No, it's not dex. It's constitution.
Dexterity save is a 21.
What would it be if it was con? I misspoke.
22.
Never mind. What was it? What's your worst one? Just
I'm not gonna tell you.
But they chuck this ice ball, and once again, like, you take the fire that was just shot at you, just exhaust it into the sky and melt the ice as it comes down.
Oh yeah, like a flame gauntlet, but with that flame gauntlet.
Yes, you're just like you are Todoroki. Yeah, Todoroki. You've sucked up the fire and you shoot out the ice.
Nice.
And pirates are sadly no longer here. Alright, well, I suppose it's just me. I'm gonna do what I can to fight these frickin' frogs. And he's going to join the fight and assist with the turret. That is the guards. They aim their sonic cannons once again. And are they in range of multiple people this time? We'll see. That one just watches. And you see one of these auto guards aims its cannons at Candle, the most joyful sounding person down there. And will, in fact, hit Candle and the Half-Bloods.
Wait, I need more health. I need healing. I need healing immediately, please.
Even though he is the field medic at the moment. And that is a whole bunch of ballista. One of them is going to try to fire at Specs with disadvantage because you are all up in it. And it just goes wide over top of your head. Another one is going to aim at you, but with an 8, it does not hit. The one in the center of the building can only aim at the gods. And with a 22, I think it will hit, hits Nemesis and Aurora. And the one on the rooftop here is going to go for the Romans, but with a 16, it misses. That is on the rooftop of the Olympus with Nyx warriors at her side. You've smashed an icy projectile. It is Lira.
Okay. Let me know if this is possible. I have this javelin of lightning, and so I've been looking for lines, and I kind of have a good one. So I'm thinking I would like to go here and throw my javelin. I feel like I can't even do the thing anymore, but like yes, and just boop through this way, and try to hit as many. It goes 100 feet, so it just is gonna go. But I want to chuck it, and I guess because I would try to aim at something, I can't hit this one too. So I will probably just focus at this turret. But all of those things in that line need to make a dexterity saving throw, as I will now roll trying to hit the one at the end.
Nice. I would say if you roll to hit the one at the end, if you beat, basically almost treat it like, what was it?
I rolled an 18.
Okay,
so
I was gonna say because it's on the rooftop, it's gonna be harder to get everything. But what is that? Like a 30?
29.
29. Yeah, you can hit all of these things. They'll all take.
Yeah, and I just want to throw that. That's gone now, but there's so many people lined up, and it seems good to hit a lot of things.
Chuck it. You see, just crackle of energy as it surges through, taking a bunch of things out. The Thunderbore's like, was that? Looks back and forth. Was that me? As you throw it, like the Nyx crossbowmen, they aim and hit the back of the javelin to get it to skitter up and bounce off the roof to get it.
Mark
just so it has some teamwork in there.
Nice. Yes, I'm a teamwork. We're a team player. I see them shoot, and I'm like, oh my gosh, wait, I should be shooting. And we're gonna move the rest of our movement over this way. We have 45 total, so I think that was 10. So I probably have 35-ish. 30. And I want to try to take a shot at Big Boy.
Nice. At the is Big Boy Boreas Boreas.
Boreas, the North Wind.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll to hit.
I'm rolling with my Nyx die, and I should roll with the lucky pink one. But where is Lira? Plus 12. 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Oh, nice.
He has morale the same way, but it means something else. You hit him with this crossbow. It's like this storm surges upwards. Oh, I thought my first warning shot would be enough, but apparently you would like some pain. Perhaps,
yeah, well, I'm a slow learner.
Perhaps more pain than I have already given your friends that were kidnapped already. That is Webby and the Pegasi. They begin flying forward. Once again, Celestina's turret hanging down is going to fire at these undead creatures.
Spring Break Webby, I believe in you.
With a 16, she hits them, and that is enough for them to have to make a morale check. That is exactly enough for them to stay together. They do not dissipate, but they are still damaged. And Webby will look to Candle, who's crying about needing healing, and give him a little boost. Specs, that is you. You've got fire druids on your tail, some icy little demons, and a ballista who is nowhere near good enough to hit you.
It's just a bunch of fun over here right now. So from where I'm at, can I see, or can my allies see me at this point?
You would definitely, looking over at the battlefield, you'd probably see this almost like swarms, and you're just able to kind of pick out just from knowing the way they fight. You see Lyra movement running across the Empire State Building. Off in the distance, you've seen the white clothes of the Hunters of Artemis with Callie. You see some of the campers from Camp Half-Blood that you know on the ground, mixing it up with Pitri.
So I know that they're there.
Yes.
And that they are holding their own. Okay. I'm gonna just. I guess we're just gonna wail on these fire druids who decided to be werewolf lunch today.
Nice.
Yeah.
The werewolves are trying to decide where to go, and you just laser eyes.
So, and I do want to say that as Bex goes to punch, he's got Stygian iron armor gauntlets that he has, and before his thunder gauntlets, it kind of shifts into a donkey hoof over his fist, and so he's as he comes to punch him, and he's down. And that is a 17 and a dirty 20.
Those will both hit these druids. They were real proud of themselves that they're like, yeah, boom, hoof to the face as a bunch of werewolves just slash and kind of give yourself some space. Are you staying in the fray or are you going to move?
I believe that we're attempting to get to a certain part of the building, correct?
Yeah, where you are now, you've seen your friends off to your left, and where you see like the entrance to the Empire State Building, these like giant, it looks like a frost giant has been covered in ice armor, is just like squatted and standing in front of this doorway.
Oh, yeah, well, we're going to go there for sure.
Nice. You boots of flying, is it 60 feet of flying?
I believe it's only 30 feet.
Okay, cool. So you're able to fly off the edge of this building. Fire druids will take an opportunity attack, probably missing. That is a natural 3. They absolutely miss. Ballista doesn't get opportunity attacks, but you were able to sort of make your way a little bit closer. And Callie on the other side of the battlefield, fighting the ranged fight. What would you like to do?
Right. So do we get an action and a bonus action?
Either or.
Wild. Okay. So then we're gonna run up and jump up here where Lyra used to be.
Yeah, give me another athletics check.
Okay. I'm down. That is, what is that? This not great. 15.
Nice. It cost you 5 extra movement, so at the end of your movement, you were still able to get to the lip, but you can't move any further forward.
It's fine. And then I'm going to use my Eldritch Blast to hit the exact same line that Lyra did.
Absolutely. Nice. Roll to hit.
Let
me know who you're going for each time.
25 for the first set of trogs.
You absolutely hit. Let me see if they stick together. That's going to be close. Oh my god. They managed to hold together, but there's only a couple of them. Like, wait, we're the brave ones? Oh no.
25 for the snake.
That will hit. They're also going to have to roll. The snakes begin to just dissipate, and like they turn, this ball of like undead eels is just like spilled out over the road. They are no longer a threat.
Natural 20 for the little cloud spirits.
Cloud spirits, that's a hit and an automatic morale check. That is a natural 5. They cannot make it. These wind creatures, in true fashion, sprinted and dashed the whole time and never got to do anything.
24 for the ballista.
24 for the ballista will hit. The ballista is destroyed.
And then Callie is going to look at Peter and say, all right, I'm leaving the ground to you. I'm going up top. You got this.
Good luck.
Good luck, General. And she's going to end her turn.
Nice. The two of you up on the top. That brings us to Boreas.
You would deign to attack a god. Perhaps you need to be taught a lesson with a few more of my friends.
And Boreas was hit once. And so he will summon one, just spins his fingers as another group of ice mages appears, for lack of a better term. Then he will also...
How far away is he? For shits and giggles.
How far away? Let me think. He's probably like 20
If he was hit by Lyra's group.
He's probably 200 feet away. So they were shooting. It was like let's say 150. So it was like the long range of all their bows and crossbows. So he is like stories up above.
Whatever. All right.
That is then his attacks, and I lost my pen. There it is. That is going to be a 13 to hit Callie, a 29 to hit Pitri, a 22 to hit Lyra, and a 25 to hit Camp Half-Blood.
Shit.
Can we deflect missiles again? Can we try?
Ooh, give me a dexterity saving throw again.
Okay, only Nyx. 2 plus 11 is not.
You do not manage to deflect that one. You try, they throw you up, and you see it decimate your party below you. So they do, in fact, take that hit. And that is Boreas' turn. That is this. The turret of the Romans is basically just going to fire on the Trogs right in front of it. Go ahead and roll for that, Pitri.
Oh, 18.
18 will absolutely hit. The Trogs have to make a roll. The Trogs do pass their roll, so they're still there crawling all over this turret. That is these fire druids. Wait, you're not supposed to do that. Come back here. And the druids will stand on top of the building and once again try and fire burst down at Specs and hope for a miracle. That is a 15 and a 13. They absolutely do. Like, you like to turn. Not worth it. And no one gets hit. But that does bring us to Pitri. Your friends have cleared the battlefield a bit before you. What would you like to do? The Trog that's in front, the Trogs that are in front of you, there's like 7 of them. There's so few.
Okay. We're gonna go into it. Bring in the whole legion and go after like this Trog first, and then just try to push forward.
Excellent. Yeah, roll to hit this Trog with your first attack.
That's a 9 or 16. 6. I think that's a 18 to hit.
Hammer in hand, you join the rest of your combatants as you take out these Trogs. You have your movement and one more attack.
Cool. Only one more. I don't get all 3.
Oh shoot! I forgot you have 3 attacks.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't get all 3. He said.
You have.
Allie's not the only overpowered one here.
Yes, you have 3 attacks. Would you like to go for Trogs or for Boar?
Would I have enough movement to go like up and around in front of Camp Half-Blood and then go to the boar?
You would be able to go around and like meet the boar, for sure.
Okay.
I think that's exactly where it would take you.
Yeah. Let's trust in Camp Half-Blood and let's go after the boar because this thing is going to be more to handle, I'm assuming. That is 19 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. Let's just go for one more.
Nice.
And that's 22 to hit.
Absolutely hits. You see that this boar, instead of being like groups like the other one, it looks like they've taken as many boar as they can find, smashed them into one, and so it's like a giant boar made of other boar as it's walking down, like basically filling the road as it goes.
Borenstein's monster, if you will.
Borenstein's monster. And Boreas is Borenstein. Galen up top, hidden in the shadows, well shielded by your stealth. You are passing a group of Trogs. You see them. They haven't seen you. They are very bad at hiding. What would you like to do?
So I'm going to take both my hand crossbows. I'm just going to fire away. So
Nice.
It says here that I can fire 3 times, and then as a bonus action, if I have a hand crossbow, I can fire a 4th.
How do you have 3?
Because
it's like the ranger thing of being able to hit like multiple targets or something.
Yeah, it's a distance strike thing.
For this, we'll just keep each one is treated as like a single enemy, so you'd only have your 2 attacks as part of your action.
Okay. Hold on a second.
You bet. And then Mel in the shadows doing the same path in the bottom. If Finney is ready, he can make his attacks.
Okay. Yep. So you want me to just do 3 instead of 4?
It'll be 2 attacks because it's an action
2,
or a
okay.
bonus action for this.
Cool,
Basically,
cool.
like
So then-
your statues don't have all the stats that you have, so the group
okay,
is
okay.
making 2 attacks.
Okay, cool. So then we can do. Okay, so it says attacks twice. All right, so we'll do. Okay. That is a 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
Okay, cool. And then do I roll for that?
No, just go ahead and roll your next attack. Basically, if you
Okay.
hit, it takes out a point of morale.
Okay. And then this one is going to be a 23 to hit.
23 to hit. That will hit, and they're going to make a save. Oh my god, these are so bad. You see these trogs panic. Where's it even coming from? We're being attacked by ghosts! And
Perfect.
they scatter and run.
Yes. Okay. Then we'll use our rest of the movement to go up the street.
Nice. Yeah, you use your movement to go up and around. There we go. Mel, I just skipped you by accident, but yeah, it is you.
All right.
Seems like no one has
So-
noticed you. No one has noticed you so far. They're a little preoccupied with the battle happening elsewhere.
All right. Since no one has been paying too much attention to us and we see this metal pest up there that we need to deal with, I would like to, if possible, sort of like help everyone up to head up towards these guys so that we can attack them.
Yeah, give me an athletics. Actually, give me a wisdom or athletics check.
Okay. What is my athletics? I'll do a wisdom. Oh, not great. 6.
You are able to kind of like help your friends kind of get in position to attack, but you kind of like reading the battlefield, you wouldn't be able to get there on this turn.
Okay. That's
It
okay.
would,
We'll just...
it would require you to dash to get them if you wanted to.
Yeah, because I don't have a second thing, so if I dashed and I got to them, I wouldn't be able to do anything, so
Nice.
we'll get to them on the next one.
You scaled the building. Go ahead and give me another stealth check since you are kind of making some big moves.
Oh dear. With Pass Out a Trace, that's 18.
18. Cool. That'll just dictate if you roll a bit to get advantage on the next one. That is a bunch of troglodytes. The ones by the turret will attack first. That's a 24, a 24, and a 21. They may be few, but they are mighty. They carve into this turret, just pounding on it and beating on it. And that is Lavinia, Tyler, and Brandon, and they're going to try to make a check now. Actually, they work for you. Pitri, give me a persuasion check as our first player morale roll. As like
Oh my god.
you can feel your legion behind you kind of panicking as they man the turret.
Oh no. Okay.
And I'd say make it with advantage because Blackbeard is back there threatening them if they run away.
Okay. All right. 16.
16 beats a 10. They do not dissipate.
Right.
That is the troglodytes facing Candle. And they will get a 16, 17, and a 13. So they do manage to hit Candle twice. And that's going to be a persuasion check from Candle. Lyra, go ahead and roll me Candle's persuasion check. He gets a plus 6. He only has to beat a 10.
That is a 9 plus 6 is 15.
You can like see Ryan panicking as they're holding a quarterstaff and just like, I knew I wasn't meant to fight. This isn't. I can dance. That's it. And Candle just like grabs their shoulders, goes,
If that's what you can do, then dance.
and Camp Half-Blood stays on the battlefield.
Nice.
Some troglodytes are going to charge at Lyra on this walkway.
Bring it.
That is a 22, a 15, and a 12. So they are only going to hit your Nyx warriors once. As this storm of daggers comes flying in, Tyler just like with a swing of this giant battle axe sends a bunch of them careening off of this walkway to defend the group. Whoa! I could do something if people were close. And that is also going to be another group of troglodytes climbing down the Empire State Building. That's Candle and Camp Half-Blood. Ryan begins dancing. Candle begins dancing. Pearl begins dancing. Nico absolutely refuses. But they will attack these troglodytes in front of them with a 28. That is going to hit. That is a forced check on the troglodytes as their numbers dwindle. But they manage to stay together.
Keep dancing!
Nemesis and Aurora. Nemesis will finish off these troglodytes.
The dancing worked!
And Aurora will... Who is in like a uncomfortable place?
I'm at 3. I don't know how bad everyone else does.
Cool. I think you might be the lowest, so they'll... Aurora looks over at you and like fires an arrow in your direction, and Anna from Overwatch style heals you.
Nice.
By shooting you. You get a morale point back. That is the Thunder Boar, who like rises up and slams its hooves down onto the Roman Legion and Pitri. That is a 17 and an 11, neither of which hit. Pitri, you just like catch one of the legs on the other side. M casts a spell and just like with a matching level of might catches the other one, and the two praetors toss this boar off, and that is a batch of these magical ice spirits. Lyra, give me a Constitution saving throw. Specs, give me 2 Constitution saving throws.
21.
21. Lyra is okay.
28 and 24.
Specs, they build you a snowman and you just smash through it. And that is these auto guards. I'm going to roll to see if they notice Mel. Mel, you get your group to the top of the roof and you just see as this head turns with a 19, they notice you and your group, but
So lost anymore.
with a 14, I believe they miss you. What's your AC? 16?
Sorry, there's like a million tabs I have open. Yeah, 16.
Nice. Yeah, they miss you. They go to like shoot a sonic cannon, and Austin just like tosses a stink bomb into the cannon and knocks it astray. And the auto guard is going to fire at Pitri as well. With a 19 to hit, Pitri, you take a morale point damage and give me a wisdom saving throw.
I couldn't throw up a shield, could I?
Oh, I think you could. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll
You
throw
toss up a shield. Like, as you do it, M does the same thing. So just like as one, this giant magical shield erupts, and you catch and deflect this sonic blast while you guys are holding up this boar.
Doctor Strange style.
Yes, Doctor Strange and Wong are fighting in the streets now. And that is a bunch of ballista. 2 of them are going to fire on Specs. That is an 8 and a 10, comically terrible. And one of them is going to fire with a 21 at the gods and damage the gods. They're still doing all right. Zuko is very worried about them, however. Lyra, that's back up to you. You have a mess of trogs kind of in the way. You've seen the damage you did to Boreas seemed to make him mad enough to summon some armies. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna scream, Boreas sounds like bounty to me, and I'm gonna stab this trog in front of me because it's in the way.
Absolutely, go ahead and roll to hit.
So, oop. Wait, I'm like panicking. 23 to hit.
You hit, and with a natural 1 and a persuasion check, they all dissipate.
Boom. And then we're gonna run up to here, and we're gonna get right there.
Nice. Your movement, you run up and cross over. There's these, like, you can see it kind of across the way, this ballista is there, and then kind of floating between the two platforms are these ice spirits with Boreas like 100 feet above you.
With like the whip in the one hand, I'm just gonna pull up the other hand. I'm gonna shoot at Boreas. I want us all to kind of like spend a turn just shooting Boreas and hope he flies away. I'm hoping it's like I don't know.
Nice. Roll to hit Boreas.
Boom. 25.
That will absolutely hit. This like storm of arrows hits into him. Well, that was not very nice of you. I'm referencing your favorite.
I know that I'm super far away, but if I do hear this with my passive perception, I'm just gonna look at Crane and be like, this guy is...
No, I've never felt better as Lira right now than pretending I'm in Gotham City right now.
It's so strange that so many people we fight just rely so heavily on puns.
I don't understand it either. Like, just you don't need it.
The Pegasi with Webby and Celestina do a cool loop-de-loop. Webby whispers a healing word to Pitri, so you guys get morale back. And Celestina is going to try to hit this boar with her turret. Where are they? 16, and she does, in fact, hit this boar. Yeah, now that she's kind of, like, in view, Specs, you see, like, the other, like, crafter that you know at camp, Celestina, has, like, this steampunk cannon dangling between Pegasi, and is just, like, sitting on it and, like, aiming it as Webby is flying a bunch of Pegasi, and she just, like, looks over, like, hey.
That's pretty badass.
Right, this?
That's pretty badass.
This is new!
Yeah,
Did you
like
make it? Wait, is that Ellie?
We'll talk later.
Yeah. And that is Specs.
He, along with the werewolves, is going to use all of their movement and dash to get to the big dude.
Nice. You move, dash, you like square up, like basically in your armor you're like, okay, I'm like a little troll, as this like ice covered frost troll just stands there, was like kneeling and just like stands up.
Finally, a challenge.
Werewolves.
Oh yeah.
Callie, that's you. Oh,
yeah, that's my turn.
Great. Can I, as an action, use mass healing word, give multiple people morale?
absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna give it to Candle because he's stressed. The poor baby.
This is my first time leading.
And you're doing great, sweetie. I'm very
It's
like
hard.
very momager. I'm got my
hard.
phone out. I'm very proud of you.
You're actually listening to you today.
I'm gonna give one to Peter, obviously. Lyra because she's taking the charge up top.
Nice.
And then Webby because they're gonna need it. And then how many people can I get this to?
Webby hasn't been hit yet, so they're like maxed out. But if you wanted to give it to the gods, they've taken damage as well.
Oh yeah, lesbian moms were getting it for sure.
There we go.
I also think I should be back up to full. I should be back up to 5. If you want to give it to someone else.
So you just don't want me to help you?
I mean, you can't even reach me, so you're gonna have to go for the
no.
mamas.
Oh yeah, you're far away.
Yeah, there's no way.
What the fuck is this spell? Oh, it's at the bottom. It starts with an M. Isn't that weird? Okay, yeah, so I have 6. It'll be Candle. Then we'll do Moms. Then we'll do Lyra. Have the other Romans 2.0 been hit.
Yes, they were hit by the Trog, so you can throw it their way as well.
Yeah.
I'll get theirs. So 1, 2, Webb hasn't been hit. Alan hasn't been hit. What about Mel? Mel, you been hit?
No.
Oh yeah, they missed.
Then that's just gonna be my turn. That's what I've done.
Nice. Any
That's
movement on your part?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to jump up to where Lyra is.
30. With your movement, you can like get up to the edge and like begin to make the climb on your next turn. As like these like spectral peacocks just fly off and inspire everyone to restore their morale.
Ooh, could I use one to bring back the pirates?
The pirates have like already dissipated and gone, so they like.
Disappointing.
Blackbeard has essentially joined another. He's become the second in command to Lavinia.
That's fine. But yeah, that's my turn.
So nice to see you helping your friends. This will be a day long remembered. This will be a snow day.
As Boreas's turn, he summons 2 more of these icy spirits, and he now has 2 points of morale damage. And then he launches 4 ice spears down. First one's gonna go for Lyra with a 16. Next one to Callie with a 20. A 25 to hit Pitri, and a 23 to hit the Pegasi.
In time there will be more statues for my collection. I can see it now.
Ugh.
I will need a bigger ship to carry everything back up north. The one I stole from your friends is almost full already.
Oh.
Pitri, go ahead and give me a roll for the turret to face off against these trogs and try and get rid of this back group.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
So, like, the 20 hits me, right? Can I, Tomb of Levistus, not take any damage from it? Because it's made of ice.
Oh, because it's like a reaction, and then like
It's a reaction when I
the
get
ice. You step in front of the hunters and like turn it into a protective shell.
Classic
this
Turn
guy.
into Shiva.
Yes.
Okay, cool, dope. All right, I mean, I've finally used it.
No
man.
morale
After
point. You
me
finally
having
have
it for
used
2
Tomb of
years.
Levistus. What you got, Pitri?
It's persuasion, right?
Oh no, this one is the attack. So just to attack the troglodytes.
Oh, the attack. Oh, cool. Oh, thank God. All right. That was only a 7 on the dice.
That will not hit. The trogs are like, they've like gunked up the end of the turret, and Lavinia is just like kicking them. Like, it can't work this way. We can't reload it. That is the druids. They like go to aim at Specs again. They're just like, fuck it, and they start running into the street as well. And they're not in range of anybody. But that is Pitri. You and the M have like held this boar back. You've shielded everything. You've called for a turret. Lavinia disappointed you, but now it's up to you.
All right. Let's go for this boar again and try to get it out of here.
Yeah, 3
Man.
attacks. Damn.
First one is a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's another 9, so 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
And a 15 for a 27.
Nice. You begin just carving into its legs. It goes to rear up again, and like 12 legionnaires just stick spears into it and pin it to the ground. The boar is still here, looking rough. It seems like because it's one giant creature, it doesn't make any checks to stay together. It just has a pool to choose from. But would you like to use your movement? Like to use your movement to go around it, or are you going to hold strong here?
We're gonna hold strong here and try to distract it so that some of the other campers can get around it.
Nice. Galen, you fired on a troglodyte, so give me another stealth check, basically from last turn, to fire and then kind of make sure you're still hidden from the next group.
Yep.
Did that for Mel, but I forgot to do it for you.
32.
32. Cool. Trogs over here don't see you. But as like you go to start to like move again, you do see another group of troglodytes has been creeping around this back side. They don't notice you. They're on top of like the roof here, and they're like creeping like Scooby-Doo style.
On top of the roof.
You'll never see us coming.
Does it look as though there's like a back entrance to this building, or no? Because
There
it
is
seems as
still
though,
no
like-
back entrances.
Okay. I'm just trying to see if I can like maze my way through it. You know what? Because they don't see us and they can't hear us or anything, we're just gonna keep moving as swiftly and as stealthily as we possibly can to get to the other side.
Nice. You all out sprint up 4th Street. I don't know if that's 4th Street. I don't know New York.
It is.
Say it is. It is. There we go.
It is.
We're
Good job.
It is now.
You did great.
It was.
Yeah.
You
It
know,
always
bro,
was.
it
It
is.
was because you said it was. So
Yeah.
it was.
Exactly.
You're the DM. You shouldn't question
It's
it.
parallel world New York.
Yep.
Yeah.
Galen and statues are just sprinting. You see like one person who's like windows open, just like, what? New York. And leans back. Mel, that is you. This sentry has seen you coming and is like turned to face you, and Austin has like deflected its gun from last turn. But what would you like to have your squadron do?
All right. Since we are face to face with this and keeping it off of our friends, I'm going to do primal savagery on it, and we are just gonna go at it.
Like, you just summon a bunch of bees to make like armed tentacles, and you just swing once, swing twice. The bees latch on to Callie, and she smashes onto it, and Austin's just like, I hate bees! But the two of you go ahead and swing to roll to attack.
21.
21 will hit. It's below half, so it has to make a persuasion check. That is a total of 5. That is not enough. This sentry, like, it's done enough damage that it no longer functions, and its head just kind of like, the light goes dim. And you have your movement if you'd like to use it.
Hey. All right. So from here, I think we're gonna continue on, along this one
Nice.
and see if we're gonna maybe do some roof jumping. I don't know.
Nice. You see roof jumping. You look across the way, and you see a bunch of troglodytes eating a sandwich because I didn't see them there. Wait, are we supposed to be fighting? We'll get them next time.
They're like the construction workers, like on the beam with their
Yes,
little like.
they're on the
tail.
beam eating sandwiches.
Thought they were just your token.
No, they're
Like,
there.
Because you keep the hidden ones, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, it's just we can see it. That's all.
Yeah. He forgot to hide that one.
What I'm saying is, it's the token. You
Right.
don't have to worry about it. You don't have to bring it into
They're gonna
battle.
go ahead and they're gonna crawl and they're gonna jump across. They're just gonna like, in their mind, they're action heroes, and they're gonna leap across to attack the lost ones. Like freeze frame in the air with these daggers swinging down on the lost ones. And Mel, that is a 22 to hit, a 16 and a 15, so that's 2 hits to Mel and the lost ones. As they stab and then fall to the ground. Yeah, why not? I forgot about them anyway. They take a point of damage as they hit the ground. The trogs that were with Galen are creeping around and realizing that there's no one over here anymore. The trogs that are facing off against the turret roll a 20, a 23, and a 12. They carve into 2 points at the turret. Pitri, give me a persuasion check to convince the turret to stick around.
Alright. That's a 3.
A
For a
3.
total of 4.
With advantage because Blackbeard is with them.
15 for a 16.
15. They stick around. And the trogs that are climbing. What was that?
Blackbeard is just yelling at them. He's just like, fuck.
Like they've got they were getting out, and Blackbeard just like caught Tyler and Brandon by the back of the neck. Like, we don't give up here. No quarter for you either. And puts them back in their seats. The trog that was climbing down the building climbs down and faces off against Lyra with a 26, a 21, and a 19. They basically just drop down and stab you one time. Right?
2 times.
Oh, 21 gets
2
through.
times. 21 hits me.
They stab into you twice. We're
Did
doing
they miss
it.
me?
They do miss you. They miss
Okay,
you with
I
one.
will use my reaction to hit them.
Nice.
To try.
You like go like you see them fall, and you like use your whip and just like catch them in the back of the head as they have fallen upon you in your group. Would you get to hit?
Dirty 20.
That will hit. They take a point.
And I take 2, which is not great, but
That's
are.
Camp Half-Blood.
It's okay. We're dancing.
And Candle dances at you, and he will give you a point back, Lyra.
It's an honor to be the glass cannon.
And he's going to move forward a little bit, but stay out of reach of the boar.
I think you've got this. I can only help one person, but is this doing it for you, Pitri?
It's doing things I didn't think it should be doing.
Yeah.
Our godly moms are just like, who put him in charge?
God, it's the hairy baby dance.
It's the hairy baby dance. That is Aurora and Nemesis. Nemesis will hit this boar as well. The boar is basically falling apart at this point, and Aurora will look at. I think Pitri's taking some hits. Are you still at 5? Or are you below?
I'm done at 4.
Okay, cool. They'll bring you back up to 5 as the closest ones, and they'll charge forward down the road, pulling the boar's reaction. Ooh, the boar does hit them, though. They're still okay. And that is the boar who will attack Pitri and the Romans twice. With a 26 and an 11. You manage to hold him again, but it breaks through M's defense, and your group takes a 1 hit.
Would we be able to use our reactions like Sentinel? Would that like go for the whole Legion to be able to like as he hits Nemesis, we can go in and get him?
Yes, you can. I forgot that was the Sentinel. I forgot that was the Sentinel thing. Yeah, you and your Legion like phalanx up as they make an opportunity attack on someone else. You can hit them.
Nice.
Yeah. 18.
18. You hit. That was their last point, so they didn't make it to their turn. So you can get that point back if you took it away.
We're here to fuck up your action economy.
Basically. And the boar is gone. The battlefield is clearing out by the minute. And that is a bunch of frosty beings. And that is an 18 is going to miss Lyra. Oh my god, 18 is going to miss Lyra. And 8 is going to miss Callie. And 11 is going to miss Pitri. And then 8 is going to... They have all missed. They're doing their best. 2 of them tossed at Specs in the higher of them. Where was it? The higher of them was an 8, because the other was a nat 1. And that is... I think I missed somebody. Pirates. There we go. Oh, the Metal Guardians. One of them is going to look at the Pegasi flying overhead and try and hit Webby. With a 19, will hit Webby, and Webby is going to do a Wisdom saving throw. All my dice should be in dice. I was rolling so terribly when I was pre-rolling these.
You're doing great.
That is a 14 on a Wisdom saving throw, which is exactly enough from Webby. They take a point of damage, but they are not stunned. And Celestina, her turret is still in play. This giant frost behemoth facing off against Specs cracks its neck to the side, closes its fists, and goes to swing down on Specs with his giant hands. With a 26 and a 23. Does one of those hit?
The 26 just hits.
Just.
What?
Oh.
Just hits?
Like it connects.
Talk it out. You're
It
proud
co-
of yourself.
it
Talk it out. I feel
connects
like you
and just-
want to.
What? And pushes through and damages your group for 1 point of morale.
Now, I don't know if this matters, but I am resistant to cold damage right now.
This would kind of like bypass that because like you might be, but your wolves aren't necessarily. But it could
Seems
come in
like
handy
no, but-
later.
Congratulations, you finally.
And then it's the ballista. 2 of them are going to go for specs with a 23 and a 13. Just wasted my dice rolls. That is a ballista that's going to fire on Lyra for going for Boreas. And I lost where my token was. That is a 20 to hit Lyra. That does not hit. And that one over there, no one's within range, so it'll also shoot at specs for a 20 to hit. It couldn't hit specs if it tried. And that is Lyra's turn.
I don't know. I have this weird, like, almost idea of I want, like, the blade was a whip, and then I want it to pull back in and, like, cut as a sword real quick as I try to hit the Trog.
You are Ivy from Soul Calibur. You have whipped it around the Trog and you summon it back. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Yeah, I rolled a 17.
That will hit.
Dirty 30.
I thought it was just a 17 in total, and I was like, "Oh wow, you almost missed." No, that was not how it works. You see the Trogs like trying to marshal each other, like, "No, we can get them. No one else has been able to, but I think that we can do it." They rolled a natural 2. They cannot. Do you know where the nearest Sabaro is?
Ooh.
Nice.
No. All right, let's go.
Subaru?
Oh no, I want to kill
Sabaro, it's for pizza. We wanted some authentic New York style pizza, so we need to find a Sabaro.
Not this. I mean, yeah. But
I saw a sign that said best New York pizza like 3 blocks over.
You're a lifesaver! And they take off following where you
Right.
pointed to find best New York pizza.
During
was
this
one attack.
conversation, yes. During this conversation, I'm like gesturing strongly for the rest of the Nyx warriors to attack the thing. Natural 20 on this thing.
Oh my goodness, it's been untouched, so it will force a natural 20 will force a morale check right off the bat.
Fail. Come on, Tyler. This is Tyler.
What is
Tyler
that? Where
2 minus.
Where is it?
It's a -6 modifier. I think.
Oh, it is a 0, so there's that.
Mm-hmm.
That is a natural 4. They disappear.
Goodbye, miss. And now that the path's clear, we're gonna move up here.
Nice. Yeah, you roll around, standing, just sharing the space with a ballista pointed at you guys.
Well, now we're next to it, right? That's gotta be bad for it. I
Right.
assume. I assume.
They don't get much worse.
Before I get shot point blank.
They're not very good to begin with. That is the Pegasi with Webby and Celestina. They'll fire on the auto guard as they fly past. With a 22, they're going to hit this auto guard who's been trying to knock them down. And they're going to give a little inspiration to the Camp Half-Blood group. And that is Specs facing off against this giant ice behemoth.
Yes. So Specs is going to reach over and touch a button on his chest, and this little flap pops up, and it's almost like fireworks start coming out, like little fireworks. And I need a Wisdom saving throw
Oh no.
from the.
Oh my god, I'm not rolling this dice anymore. It's a 5.
Okay, perfect. So it is a hypnotic pattern.
That's pretty real, though.
So it is just charmed and incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Yeah, it's just chilling. And everyone on the battlefield, you see this shower of fireworks as if saying, here is the checkpoint. Here's the entrance. As the doorman just steps aside now.
And I'm going to use my movement to climb up on his shoulders.
Absolutely.
And I will just be, dad, the little girl, on his neck. We're just chilling. I'm just like, come on in, let's go.
This is your BioShock Big Daddy, and
let's go.
you found a new friend.
Yeah, like God of War, they get on the back of the troll.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I'm doing over there.
Oh my God, that was supposed to be hard.
Smash.
Callie, that is you. Incredible.
Well, I'm encased in ice until the end of my turn, so...
Okay, cool, yeah.
That's my turn. Thank you so much.
Your ice melts, and you're there. That is Boreas, who doesn't summon any more... Actually, no, he still has 2, so he's going to summon 2 more minions.
He didn't have to.
And it looks like the odds are turning in my favor. Or my favor. Because during the winter, people tend to get sick. And we'll throw some ice down on the battlefield. Going in order again. Lyra. That
People get sick in the spring, actually.
Mm-hmm. So
You come out of your
it is
fog.
still the end of winter.
We've officially into a new season. It doesn't count.
But it is
That's your brother. That's not
it was
you.
the immune system is damaged because of the winter.
No, you don't get to take credit for someone else's job.
Where did you get that
Boreas.
stuff? It is my brother's.
I killed him.
Yeah.
I killed your brother. You just answered the question.
What? That is a natural 20 against the Knicks Warriors. Lyra, give me a persuasion check.
Oh God. Okay. Well, not that die.
DC 10.
Well, 4 plus 13.
Okay.
I'm good at things. So 17.
You managed to inspire everyone to stick around. This ice blast hits Tyler, and he's like, I always get sick in the wintertime. I don't know. Is that weird?
No,
Callie said it was
no.
weird.
You want things to go well with Callie. You don't disagree with her on spring. Okay?
Yeah! Spring. People get sick in
Seasons.
spring.
Callie understands seasons.
Yes.
Tyler,
Yeah, ice guy.
get your shit together.
You don't know
We
anything
gotta
about. Get your shit together. He's just repeating what you say.
Nice.
But that is so that was Lyra. That is a 27 to hit Callie and the Hunters.
Oh,
A 23 to hit Pitri. And a 24 to hit Camp Half-Blood.
is the natural 22 morale or 1
No,
morale?
it's 1 morale. The additional bonus is that it forces you to make a check, no matter how much health you have.
What is this is the first time I've been hit and taken damage that wasn't gated. I don't know what my morale is.
It's 5 right now, so you just dropped to 4.
Got it.
The hunter token should have a 5 attached to it, unless you guys can't see that, in which case, my bad. And then that is the Roman turret, which is still stuck around. Go ahead and roll for them to hit this Trog. They are doing their own version of a battle back here, as there is
I
just
know I want to help. But...
It's a 15 on the dice.
15 on the dice, plus 10 will be a 25. They hit this Trog, taking its last point, and the Trog disappears.
Finally.
Things are dramatically different. Who's in charge? Blackbeard, are you in charge, or am I in charge? I'll keep these 2 in place. You fire the gun. And Blackbeard keeps Tyler and Brandon from running away. And that is these fire druids who will aim up now and try to light up the Pegasi with 2 24s. They do manage to hit Webby and the Pegasi. Webby and the Pegasi need to make a morale check. I'll roll it in front of the table just for fun and dramatics. Webby does get a +0 to persuasion, so she needs a 15.
A 15.
She needs a 15.
Their attack has been a spell.
The fire druids? No, it's not a spell.
Likely answer.
That is a 12. You see the Pegasi spook and get scared, and they begin to fly and kind of careen into the building. Webby, Celestina, and the Pegasi have been taken off the battlefield. That is Pitri.
Skittle! Yell as we double dash. Can we? Yeah, I think we're gonna have to double dash to get to the fire druids, aren't we?
Yeah.
We'll just get up nice and close
There you
to
go.
him.
You start charging in their direction, catching up to Nemesis and Aurora on their motorcycle. Galen up north, hidden in the shadows. Your 32 still stands. You pass a couple, there's trogs back here that don't notice you, but you're able to slip by them if you would like to continue just dashing.
Yeah, let's continue dashing. Actually, you know, while we continue dashing, I just kind of also want to look at, in front of us, too, and see if there's any more members, any other army members coming down to the south of where the other people are, or if there's other trogs or snow people or whatever.
You see kind of on from the 50th floor up on the Empire State Building, there's just kind of this ring of icy clouds where these little storm spirits that you kind of see firing down on your friends on the other side of the building. There's just a ring of them. You get the impression that if they saw you, they would come down to meet you, but they're almost just turrets waiting in the wings.
Got it. Okay, so it would be bad to climb up this outside. All right, we're gonna just keep running around, seeing if there's anybody else on the flanks, and then we'll meet up with everybody else on the other side.
Nice. You dash around, taking the road less traveled. Mel down to the south. You're on top of the roof. The trogs jumped, attacked you, and fell to the ground. So you are free to continue your plan of roof jumping, giving some help from the bees to carry you over the gap without getting opportunity attacks if you'd like.
Yes. Roof jump.
Nice.
Jump. Roof jump.
Roof jump. 30. That's where your movement would get you if you wanted to dash, or if you wanted to do something. There's an auto guard kind of in somewhat range of Austin's crossbow and a range kind of produce flame distance.
Yeah, I'll try to get it on my way. I'll tell any of the assassins that have range to shoot, and I'll do produce flame.
Yeah, chuck a produce flame. Chuck a produce flame at it.
Yeah, actually, I don't have that, so I'm just gonna let them do their thing.
Roll it as if it was a primal savagery, so just a wisdom-based spell attack.
Boop. That is a dirty 20.
Heck yes, you hit. They are not at halfway yet, but they and they're about to aim at some gods, and they kind of turn back and forth, unsure of what to do. The troglodytes are going to chase after you and try and get in your way. We were late to the party, but we're supposed to keep doing things. Oh. Troglodytes are going to go for Lira because they can't reach their way. Another group of trogs is going to clog up the turret, and then a new batch is going to crawl down from the upper levels of Olympus as well. So we'll go for Mel first. That is a 22, an 18, and a 10. So they hit you and the Lost Ones twice. We're finally doing something! And then we'll go for the turret. The 21 and 18. They will damage the turret enough that it is no longer usable. Our turret is off the battlefield.
Yeah.
And they'll go for Lira. That is a 20, a 17, and a 14. Those all miss you.
Thank God.
It's like they're faster than us. It's never happened before. It's cheating when you do it, not when we do it, though, is the thing. We sort of survive with our sort of being so quick you have disadvantage, but with this it seemed weird.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Half-Blood will charge forward with the street mostly clear. That is Nemesis, who will take an attack on these fire druids. Ooh. Nemesis rolled a natural 1. She looks up and like tries to like, oh shit, and sees the Pegasi go down. Like that was kind of our air support. And Aurora is just like, no, we have to focus. And Aurora will, Lyra, how you looking?
I have 3.
Aurora will reach in your direction, and you feel like a burst of warmth in your chest as she heals you up, and they'll risk a attack from the fire druids. That is a natural 20 by the fire druids. Our gods are finally looking to be in a rough place, and since it's a natural 20, Lyra, go ahead and give me a persuasion check in place. This is Nemesis and Aurora talking to each other, but she can use your persuasion because in theory it's similar.
Incredible. That's another 4 for another 17.
17 will do it. They are still on the battlefield doing what they can to help out, and that is a bunch of these frosty minions. That will be 4 attacks coming at Lyra. 16 will miss. 24 will hit. 14 will miss. And another 24 will hit. So I need you take 2 points of damage and give me 2 Constitution saving throws.
Six, 4.
Lyra and the Nyx warriors are stunned until the end of their next turn. That is, the ice spirits over by Specs see him riding the big minion, and like, we shouldn't hit him, but we have to hit the little guy. And they kind of like shrug, it's a living, and try to fire at Specs.
Oh, I didn't realize there was other people. Technically, how close are they to the big guy when I cast the spell?
Oh god, one of them is within 15 feet.
Yeah, if they're within 30 feet, they would also have to make a wisdom save.
I'll make a retroactive wisdom save. Oh, that's a natural 1. This wind guy is just raving alongside you. You turn away, and when you look back, he is wearing like a butler's bow tie with a napkin over his arm, and he's like showing you the way into the doorway as he has now been charmed by hypnotic pattern. But the one off in the distance will still be able to throw. He's out of the range. That is a 25. 25 to hit. They did nothing. And
so close.
That is the mechanical guards looking back and forth between Camp Half-Blood and Mel. And I'm just going to roll to see who he's going to go for. It's going to go for Mel. You see this auto guard on the roof with you as you lock eyes. It shoots at you. It's an 8. It misses you.
Oh, thank goodness.
At the end of the Frost Giant's turn, does it get a chance to save against Hypnotic Pattern, or is it just as long as you concentrate?
It is mine until I break it.
Incredible. These ballista that are kind of around you are going to fire. 2 of them are going to fire on Specs. They both miss. It's impossible for them to hit him with his AC. They have a +5. One of them will roll to hit Lyra with advantage because she's stunned. Oh, that is 2 14s. That is... Okay. And then the one ballista will aim at the gods as well. But with a 10 to hit, it does not hit. That is Lyra's turn. You feel yourself shaking out of this as like you feel this chill run through And Tyler kind of leans forward. He's like, I know it's wintertime, but like, I'm starting to feel like, do you think Callie won't like me if I do get sick during winter? I don't want to prove this guy right.
Well, we're not stunned.
No. Where's at the end of your turn, you come out of it.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, we just can't die right now. And we're good. Callie will like.
That's the plan. Cool.
Yeah, we just gotta stay together.
He treats this like it's new information.
Yeah.
Specs, that is you. You have concentration on this dude. You have the doorway open. If you'd like to like start taking out Ballista or send your werewolves to do something, you could separate from them, and then you'd still be controlling them if you'd like.
Yeah, I would like to separate from them and send them up to swarm the Ballista and begin tearing those apart.
Nice. Yeah, go ahead and roll 2 attacks. Because you're there, like, we'll still just use your stats as they, like, you just, like, use, like, almost like a laser target with a cat to, like, point it at the turret, and they just, like, start pouncing and digging their claws into it.
22 and a 29.
They tear apart this Ballista. It's like snapping wood in their bare hands. It is a mess to see.
Yeah, I mean, if I can yell something or if I can send
yeah.
a message, I will. But other than that,
Absolutely.
I would send a message to Lira, and I would say, I don't know if you know that I'm here, but the door is open, so if we could just get inside.
I'm surrounded by ice things, and I think I'm doomed.
Oh, do you need? Oh, I guess that's all. That's my check.
Nice. That is Callie. You come out of your own ice cocoon, and you see Lyra in an ice cocoon that you can tell she didn't choose to be in.
I would just. Can I just use my movement to move 30 feet? I will jump off. I will just fly up and try to get a line of sight on any of my allies.
Nice. Yeah, you like with your jumping off of this ice titan, you fly up and land on the patio.
Thank you.
I'm gonna move forward 30 feet.
Nice.
How much would it take me to get up is the real question.
I'd say like give me an athletics check. DC 20 will get you onto this like next platform as kind of you're moving like diagonally up that way.
It was an 18, so that's fine. I'm gonna, as an action, cast Mass Healing Word again.
Nice.
Because I'm worried. We're gonna give one to Lyra, obviously, because hello.
Yeah. Candle will take it. The gods will take it if you're offering. I think Pitri might still be okay. And I'd say
I've done one.
Okay, cool. Yeah, then you can fill up, and then I'd say you can. You're in eyesight of Mel, and it's a battlefield. You can hunters can boost it. You can reach Mel as well.
Yeah. Then I will give it to them all. Yeah, I will say. She's just gonna quote Overwatch and yell, "Heroes never die," as everyone.
Callie hits her ult.
Yeah, with her pea shooter because she's a battle mercy. I
imagine like this whole like battle
Eldritch
probably
Blast.
sounds a lot like an Overwatch match because there's just like
It's
all over.
chaos.
All over.
Callie's more like Moira because she's either guiding, bolting, killing people, or healing them. So yeah, that's gonna be her turn, and
Nice.
she's just gonna look at Boreas and just for that ass.
Yeah. Yes, ice watching you as well. And he'll summon 2 more of these ice creatures and shatter a snowball into 4 shards as well. One's going to go for Lyra. That's going to be a 15. That's going to miss.
Nice.
16 to hit Callie. I think that misses.
This is
26 to hit Pitri.
Yeah.
And a 26 to hit Candle.
Ouch, this guy sucks.
I know, right?
This guy's a
What's the deal?
boner.
Yeah, you're a boner.
Yeah, you're a boulder!
That is the fire druids. They'll stand in between the two and think they're really cool and, like, shoot fire at Pitri and at the gods. That is a natural 20 to Pitri and a 19 to the gods.
Alright, guys.
Alright, so Pitri, you take a point of damage, and we need to see a persuasion check from Pitri to keep your army intact. DC 10.
19.
Nice. Like, looking back and forth, you're, like, everyone kind of like, wait, what the heck? It's just like a flamethrower coming at them, and you just, like, turn your back to the fire and stand there and just block it. Like, I'm the son of Vulcan. Then you turn around, like, your cape is kind of on fire, and M stomps it out. Just like, that's still a bad idea. That is Pitri's turn.
And then I turn around and we march up and stomp their ass.
Wait.
25 to hit.
That absolutely hits. They have to roll a check. They passed it with an 11. They still stick around.
16 to hit.
That will hit, and that's another check. This time it is a 15, and they get an 11 again. They do not pass. The fire druids are gone. It's like they shoot the fire, and as it goes away, you are there catching it, and your army is upon them, and you can use the rest of your movement, like 10 more feet, to run forward. Galen stealth mission to the rear. I think that's it. Yeah. You have the room to run and dash around. You can, like, just see in the distance, kind of around this corner, you see, like, this giant hulking ice monster just kind of staring off into the distance. As still under the effect of Spex's charm. And Mel, you are face to face with some troglodytes.
Okay. So, I know this is bad, and I know we're down to 2 morale, so that's not great. I would like to use my action to do a nice little cure wounds on us.
Yeah, you can keep it like a first level cure wounds is fine, as like it's like almost like exponential as everyone kind of cures each other as you like just kind of get ready, boom, bolster yourself and give yourself a point of morale back.
Yeah, it's like we all have like some sort of like contact with each other, whether it be via like roots or bees or something. So
yes, your like
chain
roots kind
it
of
along.
spread out as everyone connects with each other. That is the Trogs who will run into. Actually, they're going to run in, and then they'll come back to the battlefield. Wait a minute, we took out the turret. Everyone, they passed us. And they start trying to catch up and running to meet up with Camp Half-Blood. These Trogs will hold with Lyra. The other ones, like, looking down at Callie. Like, we're only made so we can reach this platform with our movement. Don't come up here. It will be bad for you. And so there's going to be 3 attacks from Trogs coming at Callie. Or not Callie. Lyra, and 3 to Mel. Coming at Callie is a 2 24s and an 18.
The first one has to be done at disadvantage because I have a cloak of.
Oh no, these are coming at Lyra. Sorry if I misspoke.
Oh, okay.
They couldn't reach Callie.
You said 24 and 18, right?
2 24s.
Oh, okay, so I got hit twice.
So hit twice. And then the 18 misses.
Yes. Is uncanny dodge an option here?
I would
like
say
I have 38
it is
reactions
not.
already.
And then attacks coming at Mel. We have a 26, a 24, and a 19.
That's all of my points.
All right. You can still make a persuasion check. The
Yes.
DC is 20 to hold it together at 0.
All right. I'm going to try to. I know there's probably a lot of panic right now, especially because we're like on a roof, and like not everybody's cool with heights. But I'm just telling people, like I told them before and everything, especially when we had our talk about, like, what does home feel like and smell like to you and everything. I just want to tell everybody to breathe so they can smell the sort of like aromas from all the different plants that we've put together, so they can remember home and what that means when it comes to being together.
When it comes to being together.
Is that persuasion?
Persuasion.
Okay. No! 5.
5. You
The bees
see
have taken a little too much pollen from each flower, so there's not a lot to smell.
the lost ones begin to panic. The lost ones are off the board. Mel is left standing by herself.
They all just jumped off of the building.
You see, like, your friend Callie kind of goes down. You see, like, one of the flowers on your petal withers a bit as she goes unconscious. Austin, like, tosses her on his shoulders as everyone kind of pulls their friends to safety. Candle looks at you like a healing word ready. Oh. Oops.
Whoopsie doodle.
Oopsies. Sorry.
And Candle's gonna run and catch up here, but he will throw a healing word, his like healing action with Nico to Lyra as he runs.
Yes. So we're struggling, right? The next Warriors and I,
Yup.
we're going to take the time that we need to get down safely, and we're going to use our action to disengage.
Candle was healing you on his turn.
Oh, he healed me. It's not my turn. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Thank
You're
you for the healing.
good. Of course.
I scrolled down and had my picture at the top of the turn order. Just
In anticipation.
it just I guess I'm excited. But we're gonna look out. We're gonna get out of there.
Nemesis, Specs, you look down, you see these two godly presences. Phobos has filled you in. Nemesis and Aurora are helping. You see Nemesis like cracks a whip, and it comes like at you, and just like slightly to the side as it snaps into this ballista that's about to fire on you, and like carves some of it away, dealing damage to the ballista. And that is Aurora, who will unfortunately be a little selfish and heal the two of them back up.
Am I able to like make a reaction and grab the whip as it whips by me?
Give me a dexterity saving throw, because this sounds cool. No, Zuko, don't eat the helmet.
Good. 20.
Yeah, you can grab onto it. What are you hoping to do?
Well, because I'm trying to get closer to everybody, and I feel like if she whips me back to where they're at, I'll be closer to the rest of the gang.
She like godly strength is like whipping you around as you like on. She'll like snap you, give you like a speed boost on your next turn.
I'll like use this like the motion of it to like launch me.
Like Specs immediately just does a bunch of math, just like okay, got it. That is a whole bunch of frosty folks, and they are going to fly and spread the love. You get, if you want an opportunity attack on the first ones to leave your area, Lyra, you can.
Is that what I want to do? My reaction. I'm about to have a turn. Yes, I will attack one.
Nice. Yeah, you go ahead and roll to attack the first one that runs. I'll say it's the one.
29.
29 will hit. You swing at the one who goes down to like throw a blast at Callie. That is a 14 and an 11 to hit Callie. That doesn't hit. That is a 15 is the higher of the two to hit Lyra. Neither hits. That is a 16 to hit Pitri and a natural 20 to hit Pitri. All right, Pitri, take a point of morale damage and give me another persuasion check. Where are you sitting at with your health?
I'm currently at 2.
Can you deflect? Or is it only for someone else? don't you have a thing where you can like give them disadvantage?
Some of that stuff is gone now.
Oh, we rebranded.
Yes. So with 2 morale points, the DC is 15.
Shit. Can I use Indomitable? Try to re-roll that?
Yeah, sure.
I got a 12. I got a 12. Oh no. Alright.
Killed your girlfriend.
Don't say that.
Shit. No.
You see the Roman soldiers stay frozen in place. M is like slowly heating up, trying to come to, but it seems like they are out of commission for now. As he starts to frost over, M just goes, "This isn't the real fight." Zuko.
Zuko's the real fight.
Zuko said, "I'm the real fight."
This is the real fight.
Zuko.
Hey, Zuko.
I think I forgot to feed him, so that's why he's probably in a mood.
Don't say that out loud.
And then one of these is going to also throw an ice ball at the gods. That is a 25 to hit the gods. That will hit. The gods are at 2. That is the auto guards. I need to find their actual card because there's still warriors on the battlefield. They're going to go for Callie. They see Mel behind them. They'll go for her next. That is a nat 20 at the Hunters of Artemis.
Well, that's a hit, but I'm immune to critical.
Oh, no, it's the Hunters of Artemis.
Sorry.
Now you're just rubbing it in. All right, persuasion check. Callie, I believe you're above 3, so it should just be a DC 10.
Okay, well, I automatically succeed. But just to rub it in, I did get a 29.
You shoot this sonic cannon, and like your ears bleed a little bit, but you just flip off the guard the whole time.
Blood goes back in.
Yeah, I automatically have a plus 15 to my persuasion.
Oh my god. Specs.
I'm very persuasive.
Specs, your ice titan that you've hypnotized is still just vibing.
Jesus.
Yes. Correct.
Once again, I rolled really well for the turret. I don't know why I rolled, because they have a +5, so like only on a crit can they hit Specs, and they both miss with 22s. So you're just kind of like flying through the air attached to Nemesis, and you're just like bink, bink.
Oh, ow.
We got it. Oh, he's messing with us. Lyra, that is you.
Oh my god, I just realized. I had a whole plan this entire turn, exactly what I was doing, and then I looked and was like, oh my god, if I leave, Callie is stuck.
I have a free action. Yell something at Lyra before her turn starts.
Please.
And she's going to yell at you to please run.
Okay, everyone else was running and we didn't know, so that's what we were discussing. And we were stunned, so we all looked at each other for 6 seconds. We are going to be smart, and we are going to disengage.
Nice.
And we are gonna Phantom Thief run this way.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna hop over here, and we can get like to right here-ish, I think.
Nice. You Phantom Thief run. You see Specs. Specs as you spin on this rope. You see this whip. You see Lyra kind of head in your direction. You get a better vantage point on Callie running, like kind of surrounded by some enemies. Was that? Oh, yeah, you action disengage, and that is Specs' turn. I'd say you get like a Nemesis is gonna like give you her movement, so you can like dash for free if you like to position yourself.
So, Lyra's right in front of me. Callie's the one that's over, surrounded all by the ice.
Yes.
And is it just Callie?
It's Callie and a bunch of Hunters of Artemis. You recognize like Talia. You may know like Maria, but like one of the more seasoned warriors.
They're immortal, right?
Unless they fall in battle, but yes.
Unless they fall in battle.
I'm going to use as much movement as I can to get to Callie.
Nice. And if you're getting like dash, you can basically get to Callie with Nemesis's help.
Yes, I will do that, and then I will. I'll just wail on whoever's the closest one to her.
Nice. Yeah, you're basically like falling through the air, and you come down trying to hit these icy creatures.
Yeah, I'm gonna war machine out of the sky. Ooh, not great. 15 and 21.
The 21 will hit. They have a damage threshold if you're attacking them kind of one on enemy. So if you can do 15 points of damage, you can take out a point of morale by yourself.
Oh, I can roll damage?
Yeah.
12.
12. You just can't quite find a sweet spot, but you are here to kind of distract them from Callie.
Oh, and then if that one attacks anybody except for me, it has disadvantage.
Nice. I'll mark it with a
And that's my turn.
Nice. Callie, that is you.
So
I
Callie
will
is.
talk to Callie and I'll say, "Hey,
Oh, yeah.
it's been a while. The door is open if you want to go inside."
Yeah, maybe. And then she's going to look up at Boreas and all of these trogs and the clouds and everything above her. And she's just gonna she's not having it. So she's going to look at them and say, I don't know who you think you are, but it doesn't matter. You can't talk when you're dead. And so she's just going to raise her arms and she's going to cast Hunger of Hadar. She's going to use her meta magic to extend it. And so what is normally a 40-foot square is now become, or circle, has now become an 80-foot circle. And she's going to cast it all the way from this trog here all the way up to Boreas.
Oh, is Hunger of Hadar not centered on you? You can like send it somewhere?
I can set it's at one point I can reach within 150 feet.
Oh, heck yeah.
Christ.
Oh
You
yeah,
get-
I'm fucking them up.
You get Ballista and boom, you send it all up in that way. This inky, just like disgusting cloud of inky energy is now like Venom symbiote style has just splattered against the Empire State Building.
Yeah. So the void is filled with a cacophony of soft whispers and slurping noises that can be heard up to 30 feet away. No light, magical or otherwise, can illuminate the area, and creatures are fully within the area are blinded.
Inside you hear,
bad at
well, shit,
ASMR.
this is... Does anyone know where I am? I feel lost. We'll play a little... Look there. I think your name was Kelly. We'll say Marco. You say Polo. All right? It's sporting. Marco.
Floating.
It's sporting.
But yeah,
Hunger of Hadar.
that's
Any
her
movement
turn.
from Callie?
No, we're gonna stay because I don't want to get. I've got 3 health. I'm not gonna try to fuck it up in the moment. So.
It would seem that you are choosing to just chill, then.
Oh, jeez.
If he could, at
it
the
is
start
dark.
of his turn, I'm gonna need him to. Well, I'm assuming Boreas doesn't take cold damage, right?
He does not.
That's fine. All right. Cool. That's all.
It's dark in here. I suppose you have only made me stronger. You know, black ice is what accounts for most traffic collisions. And in the dark, that is what I sort of... I can fly.
He's also in difficult terrain.
I can fly
Whole
slower.
area is difficult terrain. I love this spell, but everyone is always close to the boss, so I cannot use it.
Just for fun, we'll say, I am almost out of here. I would simply do this, but in the dark.
When he ends his turn, he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right, he's going to make it inside. He's going to finish the turn in there. That's a natural 1.
Fails, he takes acid damage.
Hey, he's not immune to that. He
Let's
takes
see.
another point, another morale point. This will only make me more angry next time. I know who I will go to hit.
I have an idea.
You have
as
to
the
see
one
me,
we're going to
Bill.
hit.
You have to see me.
So I will next time. I will not even use my attacks because it is too much to consider, considering I cannot say anything. As they bicker, Pitri, that's you.
Okay. I'm alone down here. Is M still there? Or is like for like the Romans, are they just like in ice? Can I like try to like unfreeze them and be like scatter?
M has basically given the order to scatter, and she is helping like injured people.
I just want to make sure she is alive because I swore on the sticks, and I do not want her
course.
to die.
No, she is. She is very strong.
Cool. Until they get out of there, I'll go into a rage. And I'll try to take on these two snow beasties.
Nice. You rage and you start to take on these snow beasties that came down to fight you. You see now as Pitri rages, no longer fueled by a protective, loving rage. It is the rage gifted by the gods. All around him, fire surges as he bears the armor of Hephaestus around his entire body.
Oh, we like rebranded. We rebranded.
As a path of the ancestral guardian barbarian now.
He forges.
Oh.
He
That's pretty
rebranded.
cool. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll do that, and then we'll go full reckless, great weapon master. So close. The first one's going to be a 7-20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
I'll just see if I can take out these like one by one. So plus 16. That's 25 points of damage.
25, you take out a morale point. It goes down.
Ooh, fucking critical. That's a 19.
Nice.
I've improved critical now.
I'll say it takes down a morale point as a crit. You don't have to roll damage for it. And it'll make a morale check. That is an 11. The DC was 15. One of these ice spirits is gone.
Nice. Then I'll move over to the other one. We got one more attack. I took that one out, so because of Great Weapon Master, I now get another attack as a bonus action.
And since you're not with your unit, you can use your... You can have a bonus action.
Hell yeah. It's an 18 again. But 18, 7, 25 again. 16. That's 24 points of damage.
24, you do another point of morale damage.
And I don't think this last one will hit for 15 to hit.
Does not hit. You're just kind of out of breath now as you basically just spun with your fire hammers. You link spinning attack him.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't have been able to do that anyway because I used my rage. That would have been
Oh,
a section. So
that's right.
You
You rage this turn.
Anyway, that's what we got.
Oof. BJ's internet. Galen is back around to you. You can hear the din of war from the other side of the building kind of growing dimmer. Would you like to continue dashing?
If I continue dashing, it's gonna get me to that corner, yeah?
Yeah, you'll be able to round the corner and see like the doorway and everything on this turn.
Okay, then once I get to the corner of this street, I do want to look to the left. See, like I'm doing it both ways before crossing the street, kind of thing. But I want to see if there's any enemies coming over here at all, or if we should be prepared for another onslaught.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Natural 20 with a 36.
Whoa.
You look and you see nothing. You kind of feel a pit in your stomach, kind of reaching out and sensing that something is a bit off. There doesn't look to be anything coming, but you can kind of feel it in your gut that there is likely to be a second assault coming at some point, but it doesn't feel like it's soon.
Hold on. So I can't be surprised while I'm conscious. What kind of terrain is this?
Like city.
City? Okay. Let me see. Oh. As long as I'm conscious and I can hear, this is from Feral Senses, I'm also aware of locations of invisible creatures near me. Anything?
Doesn't seem to be.
Oh, I don't like this. Do I sense that, like, with my guttural feeling, do I feel like it's in the building? Do I feel like it's, like, closer coming from outside?
Oh, there's 1,000 things inside the building.
Yeah. But, okay, so then the onside's definitely coming outside. Okay. With my 36, I would assume that I can see Spec, or at least the wolves.
You definitely see it. You can, like, basically get a gist of what's happening, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna try and shout to people if they can even hear me. Now's a good time for us to all get inside as soon as we possibly can. Even if that means that we have to leave some of these people behind. I don't like this feeling. We might get attacked again, ASAP.
If you guys get inside, those of us that are left can sort of defend the entrance from the outside. We don't have to spread ourselves as thin, because we'll all be in one place.
Let's have you then. Your squadron's going to be in the backside, helping and healing and just being the range.
Yeah, we'll get everyone back on their feet, no problem.
Yeah. Okay. Good. You know what? Then we're gonna split a little bit. You stick with the front door. Just make sure that everybody's clear to get inside. I'm gonna go run and try and take care of everybody else.
Nice. At the end of your turn, you separate from the group. Kreia is now in charge of the statues. You are free to act on your own your next turn. That takes us to Mel, who is also acting on her own on this turn. What would you like to do?
All right. I want to save stuff for later. So I think I'm just going to try to go for these trogs in front of me to see how many I can knock down with some primal savagery.
Nice. You run up and you attack. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Oh, no. It's a natural one.
The trogs see you coming like, did all your friends just leave you? That's terrible. Oh, wait, stop. No. Are you all right? We're going to talk it out first.
Well,
if you're going to hit us, then we're going to do the same.
I don't like it.
Oh, shoot.
Well, since I'm working on my own now, I can actually do bonus actions.
You do have bonus actions.
So I would like to bits and spreading stings on them.
Nice. You hawk a loogie. Is that now or on their turn they roll for it?
I believe it's on their turn is when it happens. When they make the save. So it's just on them now.
Nice. Well, their turn follows yours, so they'll make a con saving throw at the beginning of their turn. That is a 16.
That fails.
Nice. How much damage does it do?
It does 5.
That's not enough to carve a morale point out of there, so they will take their attacks on you.
That's okay. I can use a reaction to do it again.
Nice.
Because the spreading one is different from my reaction one.
Cool. They roll again. That is a 9.
That does not do it.
Roll your damage, and if this plus your other spore gets to 15, I'll take a point away.
9.
So in total, that's 14?
Yes.
Not quite enough to take morale away. They do swing on you for a 17 and 2 15, so I think they only get you once.
Just once.
Nice. And you see they swing at you for... It is 17... 17 damage. Wait, no.
Ooh.
That is 34. Gets multiplied by their morale.
Oh, dang. Cool. Cool.
34 damage to the individual. And then one of them crawls down this building. Is going to take 3 attacks on Callie.
Is it in this sphere?
It is in the sphere. So it starts its turn. Starts its turn by taking a point of morale from cold damage. As it crawls down to get to you, makes 3 attacks: a 13, a 12, and a natural 1.
Those, yeah.
So they all miss. I think I still got some in my eyes. The other one that was there does get a 16 on a con saving throw. That fails. Passes.
For what?
For your saving throw.
For the start of their turn or the end of their turn?
Start of their turn.
They take it automatically because they started there.
Oh, cool.
They don't roll for it. It's just an
Never
automatic
mind.
cold damage.
Well, then
They
I
roll
rolled
for the end
a
of their
dice
turn.
for fun.
Yeah.
And I got a 16, which is pretty good. So.
Congratulations. I love that.
But the Trog
It's also
will...
not high enough to beat my DC, but
Well, good to know. But the
Yeah,
Trogs
understand.
will
Software.
escape the range and catch up to Lyra. And that is a 11. That's a 14. And a 25 to hit Lyra.
25 will hit.
25 takes a point away from you. And
they
then
have so much speed. That's so stupid.
this like a swarm of Trogs, Specs. You see these like little frog creatures just mount up like a tsunami and fall down upon you. We'll see if they can do anything. That is a 10 and an 18 and a 24. They do not. You're just like stand. You don't even flinch, and Trogs just swarm around you, and you're still just kind of seeing if Callie's okay. Candle and Nico will toss another healing burst towards Lyra.
Did that one set of Trogs end in the sphere?
This one does.
Then it takes. Needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
That is a 17.
Let's see. I don't remember what it needs.
Did that Trog end its turn? Did I miss that? I'm sorry.
It ended its turn
Yeah.
against you.
Can I use my reaction as
Scout?
the scout to move closer to the door?
Absolutely. So you can use
I can
your
move.
movement.
Half my 25 feet of my
Cool.
movement. Is what,
You can get to where this ballista is.
nice. Perfect. Yep. Just to keep separating myself from them.
It beats it. Whatever.
I do feel a bit chilly, but maybe it's Boreas.
Wow.
That's
The nerve. Okay, yeah.
Nemesis will hit this ice creature, and Aurora is worried about Callie and tosses her a healing surge, so you get a morale point back. And that is these ice creatures.
Do any of them take cold damage? Are they immune to
shit.
it?
4 of them are in here. Let me check to see if they're immune or what their stake is.
If they're not immune, they all take it at the start of their turn.
They resist cold damage, so I'll say it still does enough to take a morale point from each of them. They're immune to poison for whatever reason.
Interesting. Yeah, and they're also in difficult terrain, so carry on.
Cool. So let's say they can kind of bump, not all the way down, but they can get to there. They'll descend on Callie. This one will fly over here and target Specs as well. That one is still hypnotized. All right. This one is going to hit Candle. One of them is going to go. The one who's Pitri is fighting is going to go for Pitri. Is it 21 to hit you, Pitri?
That'll hit.
Right. You take a point. Or no, you're by yourself now. So I actually have to roll that.
The one that left me to go to the other side of Specs.
Yes, you can.
I did an opportunity attack. What is that?
No.
25
Pitri,
to hit.
25 will hit. Pitri, you
firebolt.
take 20 cold damage. Oh, fuck. Warcaster. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. You take out a chunk of this thing. It's going to make a morale check. That is a natural 1. It doesn't even get a chance to attack Specs. And then another one will try to attack Specs, the one you attacked before. Oh. It's 25 again. It's so close. And then another one's going to go for Specs. They rolled well. Again, a normal human being, no. But someone with super magical armor, not so much. And then 3 attacks are coming at Callie. 2 misses and a 23 to hit.
Hits.
Those will hit, and 2 of them end their turn in your Hunger of Hadar.
Should be 3 of them. This one.
Oh, is that one close enough too?
Yeah, because it's straight up from the.
Oh, that was where it dipped down because
Yeah.
you're catching everything. Cool.
So yeah, they all need to make dexterity saving throws.
That is a no. Okay, one of them. I think one of them passes with a 19.
Yeah, passes.
Cool. I'll say the one closest to you passes because he could see it coming. That one and that one are in rough shape. They both have to make saves. This one fails, and this one passes. He sticks around.
Nice.
That is the auto guard. It turns to face Mel, and it's going to roll to hit Mel. That's going to be a 23 to hit Mel.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, as it aims its sonic cannon at you. Oh, that is bad for me and good for you. Only 15 force damage.
Okay. I can deal with that.
The Guardian is doing nothing. This broken ballista is going to try to hit you, Lyra.
Nice.
With a 17, it does not. And that's your turn, Lyra.
Nice. Let's hit the ballista because we're right there.
Nice roll.
We
Hit.
punch it really poorly.
Did the ballistas get their turn?
Yes.
The one that was right here needed to make it automatically took cold damage, and it ended its turn there because it can't move, so it automatically needs to take a dexterity saving throw.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Did I delete the token that was the ballista? I may have. Oh well.
It was a 15 to hit the ballista.
That's alright. You just took out the last. I guess there's one ballista over there who's just doing its best. But you
Nice.
take out this ballista right here.
And we're going to drop down and go there.
Nice. You drop down. You drop down between this giant, hulking, ice-covered frost giant, so it's even bigger, and this smaller one who's just kind of doing a little side-to-side raid action, being completely hypnotized by Specs' spell.
Nice. I'm just going to go in. I'm going to usher everybody inside.
Nice. Tyler, the Nyx warriors, they pop off shields off their backs and start making a barricade around the door to kind of start reassembling the forces on the outside while the new kids head inside.
Okay. Galen was yelling about something. Can I look? We were like we like approached from water. Is there like I'm imagining like a Courage the Cowardly Dog epic scary level of like locusts or something. I don't know, something biblical. Maybe something should be more Greece. Is like there any present danger of like if we stick around it's gonna look bad? Is there like some sort
it looks like the storm that's above you could descend, and like as this fight has gone on, like Boreas has called more and more allies down. It seems like that wave is going to continue.
Alright, I'm gonna telepathically just after the punch just say like Nyx's warriors and I are inside building the barricade. It looks like the snow is fallen.
You just get back out.
But I was thinking like from the top to the bottom.
Bottom of top.
Yes, there's not exactly a pun. I cannot hear this because it is telepathic, but snow falls. Yes.
Yes.
Perhaps like snow, the gauntlet has fallen.
We haven't killed this guy yet. His thing is just so crazy.
I can hear it in the wind.
Yes. And I'm going inside too. I'm gonna go with him. In case there's like
you encase the joint. You've secured the route inside Phantom Thieves style, and you see like you're trying to corral everyone to come inside. There's like a batch of werewolves that are there. Like they start immediately jumping in to like help form up barriers and things on the outsides. Specs, you've got Callie and a bunch of hunters near you, and some swirling storm spirits and troglodytes surrounding you.
I'm just gonna look at Callie and say, it's time to go. I'm leaving, and I'm gonna book it 60 feet towards the door. I'll end up somewhere like over here.
Nice. Yeah, you fly, unbothered by all of the enemies around you. Trogzol. Trog's got a 20. Damn it. Again. Actually, no, they have a +8. They do get a 27 to hit you. And then a natural 4 from the storm spirits.
He's like, oh wow, 27.
So the Trogs do only 10 damage to. You just managed to just kind of like just walk through them, stiff arming.
What kind of damage?
Piercing. Nice. As you dash away, that is Callie.
Right. She is worried, so she's going to turn around and she's going to hit the Trogs by Mel with an Eldritch Blast.
Nice.
So the first one, the natural 20 for a 30 to hit.
Oh, heck yeah. They do manage to maintain their morale, but they are in a rough spot. Barely there.
Second one is a 25 to hit.
You take out the Trogs by Mel.
And then I will hit the Trogs below me.
Nice, yeah. Just kind of reaching over, pointing down.
Yeah.
Trogs up above, Trogs down below.
That's 22 to hit.
You take out those Trogs.
And then I'm going to use the last one to aim for the robots by Mel.
Nice.
It's another 22 to hit.
That will hit, which takes them below half, which means they have to make a constant or a morale check. They rolled a natural 4. Those guards are gone.
And then Callie is just going to yell at Mel to book it. All of the others. And I don't have a bonus action because I'm still with my group, so that is my turn.
Nice. Any movement from you?
No. It takes 4 attacks of opportunity? Absolutely not.
That is Boreas. It would seem I have finally found my way out of the fog or the sleet. I found my way out of the sleet. So at the start of his turn, he ignores the cold damage and flies up out of the Hunger of Hadar. Summons 3 more storms near him here, but they have to fly through the Hunger of Hadar to get down to the ground.
Wild.
Well, at least I can see now. And he will... he's going to go for 2 blasts at Callie's group. 1 for Specs and 1 for Pitri.
Are these spells?
They are not.
Ability?
It's an ice spear.
Yeah.
The first one is a natural 20 at Callie. So give me a persuasion check. The DC is 10 plus 5 for each point below 3 that you are.
I'm at 4.
Okay, cool. Then it's just DC 10.
I succeed automatically.
Yep, you succeed automatically.
I got
So you're at
20.
4. The next attack is a 25, so it takes you down again.
All right, what do I gotta beat this time?
That was only because it was a nat 20. Since you're at 3, you're good.
Okay.
A 19 to hit Pitri.
I'll exactly hit.
That exactly hits. And a 21 to hit Specs. Where is that card? That is going to be 36 cold damage to Pitri.
Okay.
And that is Petri's turn.
Okay. Same thing. Let's try to Reckless. Great Weapon Master. A Frosty Boy. That is a 19, so that is a crit.
Oh, heck yes! Pitri is also now a nice champion fighter.
Hey, he's just completely different. Love it.
So that is already 16.
Absolutely. I'll force a morale check on the crit as well. That is a natural 2. Don't bother rolling damage. You send this thing away.
All right. So with that, I have an extra bonus action.
Yeah. Bonus action and 2 more attacks.
Is Callie up on like that ledge, and is she like higher? Like I'd have to.
It's like a story up, so like 10 feet vertical.
Okay. I'll try to help Candle out then, and just yell back, "Captain, we gotta go."
Nice. Any
I'm
movement from
working
Pitri?
on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna head over 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Man, I can't even get all the way over there. Shit. No, with my movement, I can't get all the way to that other guy. So,
cool.
She'll leave it there.
You chill there. That is Galen and Kreia. Kreia basically dashes to get. Yep. She like leads the statues because you've separated, but you're free to move on your own. Galen, Kreia, like nods and joins the werewolf. Like looks at the werewolves like, what? They seem okay, and joins the Nyx warriors and the werewolves in getting the outer fortifications prepared.
Sweetness. As like we're all like kind of like running together to get to this point. Halfway through the run, so go 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna shoot at big guy with one of my hand crossbows.
From where you are, you can tell that he is being hypnotized. Like he is not a threat.
Oh, okay.
He's basically just like he has become a statue, and they're just building fortifications around him. Like he's part of the wall now.
That's right, because he was hypnotized. That's right. All right, then I'm gonna go for the snow dude that's right behind the Nyx warriors instead. Fire at them.
Also hypnotized.
Oh, they're all hypnotized. Okay. Galen was just like, did you guys hypnotize everybody? Can I not shoot anyone? All right, fine. I'm gonna go for the ones that
the werewolves are just like, yeah, Specs did it. Woo!
You know what? I'm proud of Specs for doing that. all right?
Specs.
Way to go, Spec. I'm gonna then take a shot all the way out to where the snow guy is, over by where Candle is.
Nice.
For 22 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. That's gonna be 3 points of piercing damage.
If you continue attacking the same person, like build it up, like your next attack, if you attack as well, then in your hand crossbow attack, if you get to 15, it'll take a more morale point away.
Cool. Because like we talked about before, like I couldn't do 4 hits or 3 hits with the group, but because I'm by myself.
Because you're by yourself, you can do 3 now because you're attacking the same person. You don't get that third one.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because it's a completely different person. That's right. Okay, so I'll take 2 more hits. This one is going to be at 16 to hit.
16 will hit. Right, actually, no,
Okay,
16 misses.
Okay, 16 misses. Okay, but then a 24 will hit.
That'll hit.
This won't be enough, though. Yeah, even with that's 9 points total.
Yeah, in total. You, distract him, but you don't manage to take any morale away.
Okay, that's fine. Then I teleport to here.
Oh, yeah, because you have the teleporting. You just...
Yes, and then I think I have a bonus action at this point. I'm actually just gonna drop the Pass Without a Trace. We don't need it anymore. Yeah. And then if I do an ensnaring strike on this group or on the snowman,
I think you've used all your attacks.
Yes, but as a bonus action, it says
your third attack is the bonus action with your hand crossbow.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right.
You are in position. You see Lyra has opened the door, and everyone is kind of gathering here.
Okay. Okay, then I'm just gonna call to Aurora and Nyx. Come on, we gotta go. We gotta go.
They look over like, oh, that's where you went.
Yeah, I was trying to see if there was anybody coming around. There was one group of a couple of groups of trogs, but nothing else. So
those guys suck.
They do. They really do.
Mel, that's you.
Sorry, trying to double check something. Yeah, I'm going to dash in this direction, however far you'll let me go, and if I get to the edge,
nice. So you get to about right there.
Yeah, coming down with my little levitation, so it's a little safer.
The little bees giving you a hand.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just to catch up with my friends.
That brings us to the Trogs. Trogs gonna pounce on Callie, and they're gonna go for Specs.
Takes cold damage.
Cold damage. Automatic cold damage, they'll take a point. That brings them below half. They'll make a morale check. I don't think the Trogs have passed a single one, which absolutely makes sense. The Trogs scatter. It's too cold here. I hate that frozen guy. He sucks. We thought we were going to be helping Ethan. We got stuck with Frosty.
Magic.
Can you believe it? Our friends are summoning allies from Tartarus. That sounds cool.
No.
And then the other Trogs are going to try to attack Specs.
No.
Well, the highest they rolled in the dice was a 7. So they just your arm is so cool. Are you a donkey man? This guy's a donkey guy.
Nice donkey guy.
Candle is going to lay into these guys with a 25 to hit. He knocks them down to 1. They're going to roll. They get a natural 3. These icy boys are gone, and Candle can move. Oops. Picked up hypnotized guy by accident. Candle can move into position. That is Aurora and Nemesis. Nemesis will once again whip up to cover Specs. Ooh. Oh no, the 16 she just hits. She takes out, or she hits these Trogs. They'll make within exactly a 10, they pass. They're still here, but looking scattered and rough as Nemesis whoosh, cracks into them. And Aurora will toss Callie a morale point back. And that is the Ice Storms. I think One of them is still.
Technically,
3 of them, I think, are still in the spell.
this one's still in it.
Cool.
This one's still in it. And the moment this one goes down, it's in it.
Yep. So these 3 will all come down into the storm. And
Well, this one's out. This one's safe.
okay. So those
This one is in it.
they just charge into the inky blackness. They were told to do so, and so they will. And they're all going to try to hit Callie.
What is their range? Jesus.
That is a 10, a 14. That's a no. A 21, a 17, and a 23. I think 2 of those hit?
2 of those hit.
Hey, so 2 hits to Callie.
That was it 4. So
Nice. So DC 10 when you're at 2.
32.
Yeah, you do, in fact, hold your crew together.
Yeah.
They're gone. He's hypnotized. That takes us to Lyra.
Okay.
They also all 3 of
Oh.
those need to make dexterity saving throws.
Yes, at the end of your turn. Thank you.
Acid.
That's a natural 1, a natural 5, and
Those fails.
a 15. That's a fail.
All failed. Yay.
That one is taken out. Oop, shit. That one is injured and makes a check. And fails. It's gone. This one injured and makes a check, but it passes. So it sticks around.
Nice. Good for it.
And that's Lyra.
Okay. That's crazy. That's crazy. I just had a really crazy idea, but it's too much. Okay, we are inside. Now that I am inside, can I separate from the group? Can I go invisible with my action?
Nice. You get inside and you start making a plan to you basically use your turn to prep. You're invisible. You're inside. You separate.
Yes. And now I just want to be... I want the group inside. Yes. Yeah, perfect. I want to, like, case it out. Like, while I'm waiting for everyone, I have pretty good, like, survival. I want to check, like, activity. Do I find traps inside? I want to, like, make sure, like, that part of everything is handled when everyone runs inside.
Nice.
But I do want to be invisible doing it.
Yes. You are invisible. You're inside. I made a note that you have 1 extra turn inside, basically.
Nice.
So we can
Thanks. And I'm
rectify
telling,
that.
I want to communicate that to Tyler specifically because he is in charge.
Nice.
Like, I'm going invisible. I'm looking for traps.
Whoa.
Keep doing the barricade.
Cool. Yeah, got it. He continues barricading. That is Specs. You got some trogs on your tail as you try to head to the front entrance, but they kind of suck.
Yeah, I don't even look. I'm just gonna use my full movement to get inside. And
23, they can't get you. You, with your movement and a dash, you get back to the front door.
and I'll use. I think I should have like 20 more feet to go inside, and I'll find Lyra.
You step inside. What's your passive perception?
Not great.
Tyler's there.
Oh yeah, Tyler will let you know Lyra's inside and invisible.
Oh shit.
Tyler's in. Oh yeah, Lyra's inside and invisible. Who are you?
Oh great. Wait. Who are you?
Tyler. Oh, we were the bad guys. But we work for Lyra's grandma.
Well, my name's Spec, but you can call. Well, no, you.
Cool. Nice to meet you, man.
I will cast. I don't have an action. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's my turn.
Nice.
Lyra!
Yeah, Lyra! Just yelling to draw attention. Tyler joins you. Callie, that's back to you.
Callie's going to look at Rose and say, "Do me a favor, 30 feet out." And then Rose is going to pull her bow and shoot an arrow 30 feet out and said, "All right, ladies, we have our mark," and they're all going to Misty Step 30 feet.
Nice.
And they will land right here, and then we're going to use our full movement to run the 30 feet.
Nice. Absolutely. And I'll say, with our new kids, at the end of the round of the new kids, with our new kids, free of the storms for now, making their way towards the entrance, breaking off, your allies will hold the door as Counter-Strike makes it inside.
Well, Half-Bloods, I told you it'd be dangerous. I don't blame you if you run away right now. Until next time, we've been Dice and Demigods. Bring on the real world.